It's Saturday. It's 6 o'clock. There's a tail hidden up in the stars, and all we have to do is reach up and grab it. Welcome to Things in Space.
No, I didn't just have a dance party by myself to the intro music. It's fine.
Wes, I'm glad your camera got to work in there at the very last second. How's everybody doing? How are we feeling?
Doing good. Doing good.
Yeah. I'm doing
It's a good answer, Jessica.
I don't know.
Day 943 of quarantine.
Actually, today marks on the dot day 100 for Jamie and I to be in quarantine. So we're celebrating. We're having
you guys are
some
legit.
fun. I know. We're too legit to quit.
You should do 100s day like all the little kids with their gray wigs and their glasses. It's the 100th day of school, and you dress up like an old person.
Yes. Why didn't we do that? Well, you're already bald.
I've never heard of that.
I've never
Real quickly, what's everybody's weirdest thing that they did in elementary school?
Oh,
because
God.
Mine in kindergarten, and I loved this, we had a wedding for Q and U so that they would always be together.
Okay, wait. Is this like from school or just personally the weirdest thing you did in elementary school?
Okay, and that's our time. Let's
Real quickly, everyone think of a really specific memory.
I have a very specific memory because we have
let's hear it.
Character parade. Instead of like Halloween, we had character book parade. And so you dressed up as a character from a book that you liked. And in 4th grade, I dressed up as Oliver Twist.
Nice.
Because, that's what 4th graders read.
Ooh, I got one.
Okay, go for it.
So we had to do a book report on a famous person, and I found a book in my library in 4th grade. I had no idea who she was. All I saw was that she was a singer. And so I dressed up as Dolly Parton and did a book report on Dolly Parton.
Yes! Oh, my goodness.
That's fantastic.
And my mom was like, well, you know what she was famous for, right? And I was like, no. And she handed me 2 oranges. I swear to God.
No!
That's amazing.
Oh, man. Yeah, mine's embarrassing. And actually, Spartan predicted it in the chat saying Katie probably did a report about Xena. It's true. I was in elementary school and we were learning all about Greek mythology and stuff. And so they gave us the option to do a report on any character from Greek mythology. And so I was like, oh, I'm single-handedly writing a report based around the Amazons, but specifically the Amazons from Xena.
Yes.
Amazing.
And also, anytime my teacher would read us the Odyssey, she would say Autolycus's name wrong and would call him Autolycus, and I would correct her every single time, and I got in trouble.
Wow.
What a queen.
Sam, West, did you just have normal childhoods, or are you...
No, I got a story. I just feel like it's too long.
Can we get the highlight reel?
Sorry, my audio cut out when you said what we were supposed to be talking about. Is it like eventful thing from middle school?
Yeah, the weirdest elementary school, middle school thing that happened.
I got suspended for correcting my math teacher too many times.
Oh no.
Man,
he was bad at math.
I would have been great friends.
Math is okay. I love math, and he kept doing things wrong, and I literally got so tired of it. I was like, look, if you're going to teach math, could you at least learn it? And then I got suspended.
Oh, wow.
Oh, sassy pants. That's so good.
We're going to have to save Sam's story. We're going to get it, and it's going to take up one whole mid-show break.
Oh, my goodness.
I hope it's the gecko story. Sorry.
No,
I know that's an inside
not
joke,
the
but I love
gecko
that.
story.
The gecko story!
Well, if you don't want to tell it, that's fine.
It's not the
right,
gecko
Sam.
story.
It's the longest story ever.
Well, I guess we'll just have to wait for Sam's crazy story another time. Right now, let's dive into a little recap. Last time, according to the ship's log,
the crew of the Scourge inched their way deeper through the checkpoint that held in the Warrens. A crazed Keshti stood at the forefront, ready to swiftly electrocute Captain Phoenix. He screamed and yelled that the crew wasn't real, that he had watched them die. And in an instant, the captain disappeared from the universe. She evaporated from the air like the ghosts that the Keshti was seeing.
Destrian was overwhelmed by intense grief. His friend and captain was missing. and this villain held the answers. He rushed at the creature, punching him with extra biomechanical boosters. Avezagak joined in on the fun, punching as hard as can be with their massive hands, while Mogg looked for a calm solution. This creature was clearly in some form of distress, but it all went awry when No shot straight with an extra powerful weapon and lethally hit. All the while, Captain Phoenix stood in a white room, facing off against a calm alien who slowly stepped closer, sneaking its way into Phoenix's brain, asking one question: where is the Scourge?
As Phoenix reappeared, everything froze. Fear gripped the group. What had happened? What had they given up? But the remainder of the facility needed to be cleared. While they took a few moments to discuss what had happened, No was in turmoil. She had never shot someone so hard who didn't seem to deserve it. That, along with dealing with the fact that their captain had simply disappeared, left for some very deep conversation. But they had to find Nib, so they pressed forward.
Splitting the party, Detrian and Phoenix stayed behind while the rest delved deeper in. The next room proved massively useful as through a double-sided mirror, Nib could be seen. With desperation to free the Yosoki, the crew looked for keys, but instead found a lieutenant of the Sunrise Collective blockading the door. Detrian and Captain Phoenix heard the sounds of battle emanating from a now locked door. The two attempted to open the door with a makeshift explosive, while the other crew members dealt with fires from a flamethrower inside. But in the end, the lieutenant was easily pacified as she flopped on the floor and was brutally murdered in her unconscious state by a rug.
The crew proceeded to rescue Nib, who gladly accepted their help. As they stumbled through the base, an eerie clunking echoed through the air vents, swiftly working its way through the structure. The crew hoped this noise was not something more serious, but Detrian was the only person who remembered the unconscious Ikeshti in the cell. As he rushed out to save the prisoner, he was met with a creature that looked similar to No, but far more nefarious. Reaching a mouth-like appendage from its stomach and attaching itself to Detrian. It seemed he was all but lost. But No ran into the room, saw the creature, and screamed, "It's a Stridamander!" before blowing off its head. With the checkpoint cleared, they could leave the Warrens.
And now join me as we traverse the night sky. She still hesitated at the cacophonous noise in the spike. All of the voices shouting and bartering put her ill at ease. The quiet in the gang's garage felt safer, although perhaps that wasn't true. The turquoise Skittermander's head popped out of a trash compactor down the alley. Metal and electronics were rapidly tossed over the side, almost all landing on top of a pile of canvas. As No threw herself down, the string around her bottom right hand looped over a corner of the dumpster, pulling the corners of the canvas tight. With a swift flip of her top right hand, she unhooked her contraption and began her way back, with all of her prizes in tow behind her. She casually walked through the chaotic streets, careful not to get underfoot or in anyone's way, toting the bag of goods. Peeking around the open door to the garage, No patiently waited to make sure she wasn't there. Confident that she was in the clear, No carefully tiptoed in, paying more attention to not click-clacking her claws on the cement than the bag of metal dragging behind her.
Just 10 more feet. Scream. I can dump this. Scream. And get back to work. Scream. Before anybody notices I've been gone.
No! The voice sent shivers down her spine and made her hair stand on end, which is quite an unusual sight considering the fur-covered creature. The poofball, who now looked like a cotton ball next to static electricity, turned to see the face she dreaded. The dwarven woman stood at an intimidating 4 feet and 6 inches tall, which was at least another head and braid above No's own, if not more. No didn't recall much of what was yelled at her, just the basics. Why had she been gone? She doesn't get paid to go dumpster diving. The team was what she said, but gang was a better description. Didn't take her off the streets to do nothing here. She owed them. There was work to be done before the magpie left for the race. Blah, blah, blah. But one part hit home. She was a disgrace to Skittermanders everywhere. Being a disgrace meant not listening, not doing, not helping. She must have been helping, right? She looked around at all of the vehicles on lifts around the garage. These were all her work. No one else had touched them. The team wouldn't have won all those races without her help, right? She sighed and hung her head on her chest. Nono stood in place, staring at her canvas bag of parts, even after the dwarf had finished her tirade and had found someone else to yell at. Nono raised her head, hoping to find anything to, if not put a smile on her face, at least change her frown to a straight line. Her eyes caught the only other skittermander that worked in the garage, the team cook. "Well, that was rough. How can I help?" said the lavender creature in the green Hawaiian shirt.
Goblins, I don't know what to do. I don't know how to help. Help me to help.
Well, just make them win. I know I could do it if they let me be lead mechanic. Now, do you want any red soup?
No, Gobbles. Now let me help you. You should cook better.
Nono gathered herself, knowing what she had to do.
They need to win these races. They need to go fast. I'm gonna make them go fast. They won't know what hit them.
Nono ran to the last of the vehicles that needed checking. She dove into the engine bay, ripping at cords with her hands and teeth alike, working all 6 to complete her job. As she stepped back from the now Racing League unapproved engine modifications, she nodded in approval at her work. She scurried over to the broken-down urban cruiser that had lived in the back corner of the garage for as long as it had been open. She didn't remember why she claimed its ripped leather interior as her living quarters, but for now it was home. Nono pulled and pulled to get the canvas bag into the cruiser with her and unlashed the makeshift drawstring around its mouth. Digging through her treasures, she picked out a cuboid electronic shell as she found what she was looking for. Using her other 5 arms, she continued to search until she found 2 unmatching round security camera covers and placed each gently on top of the shell, side by side. If she'd been watching the security cameras all around the shop instead of the covers in her hand, she would have noticed they were all trained on her. Someone was watching, waiting intently. She quickly torqued the 2 pieces together.
One day, I'll be able to finally finish you, buddy. Then we won't need this team to take care of us. You and me, Scriff. We won't need anybody else.
Which was only partially true. A shift in view transfers to a now fully made Scriff, who carries on its back a proud skittermander. Nono has saved Detrian, but much is left to be done. What do you do?
We read
comments.
We read them. We read them out loud.
It's so hard to read comments after being so engaged in one of your opening stories, Ben.
I know. I'm sorry. And they're not my stories. They're our stories. Think about it. Hang on. One of my ears just went dead. So it felt weird. Yeah, let's read some comments, everybody.
Okay.
One from a while back. Carrie Lemons, #never skip rug day.
Never.
Wild Galguin said, in a green Hawaiian shirt. I like this character already.
It's Lucas Martinez said, that's my OC. I submitted him. That's right. Gobbles is Lucas Martinez. Lucas Martinez, you are Gobbles. Lucas also drew a picture of Gobbles.
Gobbles!
And it's incredible. Lucas, I'm going to need you to post that in the Discord so that everybody can see it, because Gobbles is a very cute skittermander.
That's
You
awesome.
and me, Lucas. You and me.
There's a few comments early on relating to all the stories of the teachers, and it always makes me sad when everyone has a bad teacher story, and they just make me sad. There are great teachers out there also, but there are also bad teachers.
My sister's a great teacher.
Yeah,
so,
absolutely.
I have a bad teacher story that ends up good.
That's awesome.
Sweet B77 from kindergarten to murder.
Nisareth,
that on.
Sam said 10 out of 10 no impression. So,
nice.
It was very
good.
Oh man, that was great.
Quality voice.
And I will say we've got a lot of new things happening. First things first, we've got some donations that are coming in. The Javaman 1964 has donated $105 for a stim pack, anesthetic dark, and med AI for the table.
Wow, Java Man.
Wow, Galguin donated $50, said, I had something earlier this week that required med AIs of my own, so here are some for the party. Hopefully they recover as well as I currently am.
Oh my gosh, hope you're okay.
That's awesome, too.
Thank you.
But yeah, hope you're okay. And Sarah BC1 has donated $50, med AI for the table, not Ben.
Sarah! I love seeing
Thank
Sarah
you.
here.
And Nisarith has donated $10, one stim pack to Katie, I guess, one stim pack to Wes, like a
Well, you read that wrong.
Blech. And good luck and have some fun, guys.
Aw.
And
It
then
was to Katie and I guess.
Thank you, Nisa.
oh,
Thank you, Nisa.
well, that's
I'll
what
try not to
happens.
kill you as hard in the D&D game.
That's what happens when you have just the slightest bit of dyslexia, and then you put other words in front of other things, and it's not
Oh, it's
not as
okay.
easy.
You're doing great, Ben.
Well, thank you. I tried my best.
There are 2 Bit Boss battle boxes.
Ooh.
Scott Denuzo giving an extra action to Ben.
Ah.
And the smallest Westling giving an extra action to biggest Wes.
Oh,
Yay, thank you.
Wonderful.
Thank
So
you, Willow
small.
and Finn.
I can't get over I don't know how to get over people's generosity just so that we can have a good time sitting here with each other for 4 hours. It's so sweet. It's so kind. It's
Aw.
overwhelming. I'm having feelings today. I'm also drinking.
Oh,
Jess.
wow.
I do want to say, without your guys' help, we would all definitely be dead.
Oh yeah.
That
Oh, we would be very dead.
Yeah.
Every one of us.
Yep.
But also we're as players and characters for each other, I feel like we're doing a really good job of helping each other, which is so amazing in this group. So
Yeah.
I'm doing a great job of helping you. I just want to point that out.
Ben, we weren't
Yeah.
talking about you. It was an thing.
Change of subject away from Ben. We have been followed by smallest Westling,
Oh.
Hornhead,
Oh.
Riotor 44, Red God King, Gator Squad 1, Killer Voice 1977,
Hey!
Razzle Cazzle. Thank you guys.
And we've also got new subs from Wow Galguin, gifted for 2 months to Smallest Westling. So that's awesome. Thank you so much for all of that. Everyone, I think Jess said it best, but I'm going to say it also. You all rock. You rock hardcore, and you make this a lot of fun. So thank you so much. We're going to continue on playing. So, yeah, so what do you guys do? You did it. You cleared out, you cleared out the place. You're still in the Warrens, but you're getting out of there. You've got Nib. The whole reason when you went down there in the first place, into that horror house, and you got a little bit more information. So what you gonna do?
I think I'm in the other room with Nib, right?
Well, I mean,
So I'll join.
Yeah, you
I'll
join up.
join everyone.
You join up, everybody. Everybody's all together. You're at the front of the. You're at the front of the house, and you're feeling good. Feeling
What
real
time
good.
of day is it, Ben?
You have no idea. You are next to the sun, which is so it's always day technically. And also
Would we
you're
feel
underground.
tired? Would we have felt
Always day
very
and always
tired?
night. I would
Great.
say you feel exhausted. But we also know that after one combat, Katie's characters always feel exhausted. That's,
Shut up. Shut up, Ben.
That is not her fault.
Whoa.
I'm just a squishy magic user, okay? I need my rest.
I get it.
Well, I mean, as far as we know, we've got at least 2 options of where to go, what to do. We can help escort Nib back above ground to Tyress. Hopefully have a lovely meeting between the 2 of them.
Oh, yeah.
But we also overheard something about a zoo or a museum where they keep monsters to train.
Yeah. So Mog had actually seen this kind of map that existed in that meeting room, and there was a point deeper within the Warrens. There were a couple of pinpointed places all around, and there was one that seemed to be deeper further into the Warrens. And when asking, I think he was asking Nib about it, Nib mentioned that this is what had been brought up.
So I relay that information.
Yeah. Look at Jamie metagaming and taking information that wasn't hers.
You know what? When I write down these notes so fast, I can't be trusted with who said what and who knows what. That's on y'all. Jamie was talking, not no.
Okay.
And also,
Let it out, girl. Let it out.
It looks like Archangel has donated $50. I'm not sure if we read this one. Light 'em ups for Mog and a Benzagag.
Aw. Well,
Whoa.
thank you.
That's so nice.
What a dream.
I think it is very important to return Nib to the surface. Nib,
Yes.
what do you say?
Bree,
Yeah, well, I mean, it would be important because, I've been stuck down here and I've been in handcuffs, for some time. So, yeah, I would like to go up to my house, maybe use a bathroom.
and Mims, I think it's been more than 5 minutes, so we should probably get you back to work.
Oh, yeah, we Officer Bims, but you probably, I was just helping. So anybody that needs help is my job. So if you want, I could. You're white.
I mean, you feel free to tag along with us if you would like, Honorary Officer Mims.
Oh, I mean, on the way, would that be helpful to the crew? I don't know.
Detrian
We could
has
always. Sorry, go ahead, Detrian.
I was going to say, Detrian has a slight smirk and is just kind of side-eyeing Phoenix as he says this.
And I don't want to speak on behalf of everybody, but we could always use 12 extra arms.
Well, I would probably have to, clone myself because I only have 6 arms. But I promise I would try to be helpful in that way. I promise.
Well,
I don't know how to math.
at the very least, we should update your sign since you put it up yesterday.
Oh, you're white. There's going to be massive pandemonium. Oh boy.
You broke Jessica.
Yeah, it's gone.
I love him so much.
Yes, he's amazing. And then Detrian he'll just go over and look at the reptile guy and be like, but in all seriousness, I would like to get this guy back up to get some serious medical attention and ask him a few questions.
Yeah.
Wait, yeah.
If all are in agreement, I'm in agreement.
Don't you think we should rest first?
No.
I don't think that resting in the enemy stronghold is the best plan.
Well, we saw what was out there. We don't know if there are more monsters. We're all tired. We're all exhausted. Don't you think we should at least rest a few hours and then perhaps continue in the morning, if it is morning?
All right. Well, if we're going to rest, we definitely need to do it in shifts, and I recommend locking this guy up just in case he loses it again.
Indeed. Ben, is there any room in here that does not have an air vent?
No, I believe I said there were air vents all over, and there's just blood everywhere. You've killed a lot of things in here, and there's been a lot of mayhem. I guess you could snuggle up to a Crest Eater corpse, and then that could be a bed. But it's really like what you feel like,
Huh.
I feel like this is GM talk for, you don't need to sleep here.
Detrian steps in some more blood, lifts up his boot, and is like, looks at Phoenix. Can we please leave and take these people home and rest there?
Yes. And I wouldn't mind checking on the scourge. Something wasn't right.
Yeah, I don't unfortunately think that's going to be possible.
So full of optimism today, aren't you?
Well, I have a hole in my stomach, or I had something attached to my stomach.
He like kind of kicks the Stridermander mouth that was attached to its stomach.
I kick it once, it makes him slightly feel better, and then he kicks it harder again. And it's just like, yeah.
Somebody roll a life science check for me. It's not a hard one. I just want to put some world information out there.
I rolled a 19 on the die.
Hey.
My total is 26.
Although Stridermanders and Skittermanders are different species, they do share that stomach mouth in common when they're yelps. When Skittermanders are yelps, they also have a mouth stomach feeding tendril to like eat things with. But these Stridermanders, they keep it for their entire life and they use it to hunt things and eat things.
Like Skittlemandals.
Yep.
And I just want the group to know that after Detrian was talking about having that thing in his stomach, when you look at Phoenix, she's bleeding like profusely, and she's got like gashes, and she's like, her clothing's a little ripped, and she's just like not looking great.
Perhaps there is a compromise to our different ideas. If we take a quick 10-minute break, I can treat your wounds, my captain.
That would be much appreciated. Thank you.
I would like to use my healing touch ability as a mystic.
Ooh, nice touch ability.
I heal 5 hit points per level, so 10.
Ooh.
Wow.
Thank you. I am fully healed now.
Nice. So much better. Now we don't need to sleep ever.
Can only do it once a day. There you go.
Wes's face was the best in that, though. Come on, man. Come on.
Detrian, if you want me to send patches all up in your grill, we can.
Honestly, I just need a nap.
Oh, look who wants to rest now.
I don't want to. I would rather not cuddle up with the creature that tried to eat me.
Okay.
Sorry, go ahead.
Nope, you go ahead.
While we're taking this 10-minute rest, can I look at the Crest Eater?
Sure. You want to look at a Crest Eater? Sure.
Yeah.
What would you like to know about the Crest Eater?
Stuff.
I
want to know whatever I can know.
Okay. I need a mysticism check.
Can I make a physical science check?
Nah, it's a mysticism.
They're so mystical. I see nothing.
They're so mystical.
I can help you out.
Okay.
But you're busy touching the captain.
I have a question, Ben.
Yes, Wes. Go for it.
Actually, I'm going to have a question for Mog. Hey, Mog. How much do you know about these larger creatures?
What do I know? Can I roll?
Yeah, you can roll mysticism.
Perfect.
Everybody can roll mysticism checks.
10. 18 is my total.
18. Okay, that's a little different. Well, you do know before that these are called Crest Eaters, and they are nasty. You also know that you might be able to salvage something from them. It looks like if you are willing to cut off the venomous, like, tendrils that are in the back, and if you can cut them correctly, they can be made into bone cestices, which are one-handed melee weapons. But you remember there was a lot of poison involved in all of that. And so it would be dangerous. Yes, it was a saliva that went right into your body and then went down into your bones and started dissolving your bones.
Cool. So, yeah, my question is going to be, so Mog, could we salvage some of this acid and put it in a container by chance?
It is possible, but very dangerous. I do not know if now is the time, though I am not your leader.
Just curious. And you guys can you can just kind of see the wheels in Detrian's head turning a little bit.
You could get like a gallon. You could fill a Gatorade jug up of all this venom.
Okay, so
That's
what?
Very specific.
Yeah, what kind of? Do you know what kind of container would hold this acid and wouldn't melt through it?
Gatorade jug.
Yeah, Gatorade jug.
Gatorade.
Yeah, I'm talking. Detrian is talking to Mog.
Okay, I was wondering if you were talking to me, and I was like, well,
Any container that would hold acid.
Thank you for that insight, Mog.
Does anyone have an acid container?
One time I cooked a dish in my home. It was so vile that when I put it in a Tupperware, the bottom melted. So I would not recommend traditional Tupperware.
Thank you for that direction, Mog.
Ziploc in space.
Detrian is now completely distracted, imagining Mog making a dish so vile that it melts the Tupperware. It's like, yeah, me too. Possibly made. I have no idea.
Oh boy, that's great.
Can I perceive his wheels turning on thinking about this? And I just, I'm focused on
motive check.
Okay, perfect. It's one of my greatest skills. I rolled a 17 plus 8, 25.
You know he's thinking about it. You know he's envisioning it in his brain.
Right now, it's like somehow a pot of acid and Mog is trying to cook a live chicken in it.
I would like one of my little eyeball mandibles to be focused on my captain, and then the other one to sort of pop up, and then turn and look at Wes.
So gross. That's so gross. Okay.
It is beyond your wildest imagination.
I absolutely believe you.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Wow.
The rest of the show could just be this, and I'd be very happy.
This is kind of actually what I was hoping for. So, I mean...
How do you compete with that? Let's all go.
Oh my god.
He just kind of looks at the group. It's like, yes, I was asking so I could make an acid grenade.
That makes sense.
What if we put the acid into a canteen?
Detrian, I'll just
Would it
buy
work?
you one. Why do you need to keep this acid?
Well, this one is really good. You buy one at the store, you never know what kind of quality you're gonna get.
You know what they say about quality acid?
It's quality acid.
Do you know what they say?
You know.
No, Jess, I don't think anybody knows except for you. So what do they say, Jess? Jess, what do they say?
They always say to call 1-800-QUALITY-ACID. Da-da-da-da-da-da. You know, like the advertisement. Don't you ever listen to the radio?
No, I don't.
Fine.
I love
Careful, you're gonna get copyright claimed on your show.
I love doing improv shows with Jess because that's something that you do to just like mess with somebody. And so Jess was trying to mess with all of you, but it's so easy to flip it right back on her.
I hate you so much, Ben. 1-800.
Lighter read sheet just said, please make that a mid-break commercial.
Yeah.
I'm very curious what this ad campaign looked like. Did they only have radio ads? Was it ever made into a commercial?
It was a lot like, sorry, I metagaming. It was a lot like the 800-588-2300.
And
on the radio. You never
Today.
see on TV.
All I know is I know what a future voiceover spot is going to be. So keep that in your mind. Yes.
I'm gonna write it down.
You know, they tried to make a commercial out of it, but then somebody dropped it, and it just ended up being, oh God, it burns.
Okay.
That's how you know it's good.
So, what are you gonna do? I don't think we've moved for an inch. But the biggest thing that has happened so far in this session is that Mog has healed Captain.
that is huge. Okay, let us have that for this moment.
Lady,
I get it.
Lady Lovegood just said, "Is this what a stroke feels like?" Yes.
It's funny. I couldn't hear Ben through his mic laughing. I heard it through Jamie's mic.
That's maybe the most disturbing when we're doing these shows is that when I can hear Ben and you guys can't, and I'm just like,
So good.
Oh boy. So you all leave. I'm gonna move you forward.
I'm loading
Susan,
the unconscious guy up on Scriff.
And
Sure.
Phoenix is drinking her whiskey, although she's getting very close to the bottom.
I'm gonna start having you make fortitude saves for these whiskeys, but I'll allow it. What were you about to say, Jamie?
Oh, I mean, nobody has permission to use Squiff, but you know, it's fine. It's fine. I'm totally okay with it.
He's helping.
He's not a Skittle Mandel. But okay, it's fine. It's fine. I'm okay with it.
So you trace your steps back. You remember it was kind of a long walk through this weirdly wide corridor that had this tan dirt on the ground that is the Warrens. This was a ground created to be military training facilities in just kind of this open space. And as you walk, you start to see that the checkpoint becomes lower and lower in the distance, almost to the point of it being the size of a thumb before it disappears immediately. And then you are able to climb up through the sewers, backtracking your way as you once did, and you pop out right in front of the security station where you met Outta Mims. When you get up, it's quiet. Streets are pretty empty. Looks like everybody is just waiting for something. And Outta Mims says, "Oh, well, I gotta go white on that sign. Give me one more moment. I'm going to help you out with the rest of your investigation, but I need to write a new sign." And he kind of scuttles on over there, and he takes out a big black marker and he starts writing on it. "I'll be back sometime."
Oh. Ooh.
Maybe. But I am helping. It's time for a comment break.
Already?
Let's take a few minutes to get into a comment break.
Wait a sec. I have a comment.
What?
He's coming with us?
Yeah, he's helping.
Yes, of course.
Get a very big sign as well.
But he's got a job to do.
Mm-hmm. It is
Adam Kimbleton
on our
has
ship.
the best comment. Shouldn't you guys do stuff instead of comments?
We are doing stuff.
We're doing stuff. Oh, man. Imp in my head says, "We've got two brands of acid. Let's see if our blind acid testers can tell the difference." Oh, it burns! It's such a good quality way!
I'm sorry. We just got trolled by our own network because the DAT network just wrote raid. I wish. Oops. LOL.
What? That's a weird raid.
What is going on?
I'm confused.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, Brian Summer has it. Crazy Harold's Quality Acid Emporium. Come on down or call us at 1-800-QUALITY-ACID.
No, that is a raid. We have been raided with three. Now we're at 341 viewers right now, is what I'm seeing. So, I mean, who's raiding us? I don't know, but thank you for.
Thank you.
Thank you for the raid.
Hi,
I'm
Raiders.
assuming that's a raid.
NZ Stephen S says Mog raid, and I like that. That's great.
That is
I thought they were trolling us, but hey, awesome.
Hooray!
We also have a donation of $25 from B. McAllister, who said, 1 stim pack and a mid AI from my main man, Sam. Seriously, you're my favorite, and I love your cat. A mid AI from my side man, Wes. We all love you. Also, Katie, the condition for Lopez was to protect my
Boy Mog.
Boy Mog. Please make sure he lives. All right.
Maggie says thank
So the
you.
raid is from Zoran the Bear, it looks like.
host
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi.
You are awesome, dude. It's good seeing you. All right, so let's get back into it. You are, you're up. You're finally back in Asanatown after hanging out in the Warrens. You've got Nib. You've got Anawewi also Mims. And you've got this Akeshti. Where do you go? What do you do? Nib is like, now listen, I could just, I would love to go and be back at my house. I would love to, maybe go get some food. I would love to just, live my, I could go back there. I could, if you want to come with, I have so many questions I gotta ask you. I mean, there's so many things that we could talk about. I just want to talk about them right now, but I feel like we're out in the open. Who knows who's listening right now?
Yes. I do agree.
Yep.
We should return. We should return you home because we're all very tired and we could all use rest.
Absolutely. Yes, you could all rest at my house, even these other creatures that are right here. So you could all come over, including the unconscious man, the conscious lizard man. He could also rest at my house.
Great. Wow. Okay. Lead the way. We'll follow you.
Nono's gonna walk over to Captain Phoenix and pull at her elbow and say, don't forget about Ash, because that was weird.
Yes. But I fear if there is something going on our ship, if we're not able to defeat it, if we're not able to be strong enough, then we have no hope in saving our ship, and I'm not going to put you guys at risk, not my crew. We will rest. We will return Nib. That was our first goal. We shall complete it, and in the morrow, we'll check on the Scourge.
So you travel back. It's a very stark difference in the world around you to what it was last time you were up here. It seems like a day has really changed the environment. It's quiet. Streets are empty. It seems like some stores are still open here and there, but it's a very different scene. You feel like the city is on the edge of a knife in a way. They don't want to go one way and they don't want to go another. It's just this balancing act that they're currently living with. So you are capable of walking easily into the heart of the town. Nobody stops you. Nobody bothers you this time. And they inch you forward, and you are able to make it back to Nibs's apartment with Tyrese. Now, you did say that Tyrese is in there, right? So, yeah. I guess I'm gonna go home now.
Go to her.
Yeah. No. Yeah. No. I mean, sure. And Nib opens the door, and she sees Tyrese. Tyrese is at home and eating cereal. And she's got like a spoonful in her mouth. She's like, You did not radio call. I did not know you would be here.
Sorry, we've been through a lot in the last couple of 48 hours. We probably should have warned you. But look who we have with us.
Yes, it is. Now I'll stop you right there. All right, you don't have to say it's good to see me. All right, because I know you don't really mean it. So we'll just go about our business, and we can just. I don't want.
Wait! I'm confused. And Phoenix is taking the last sip of her whiskey, and she's like,
"Okay,
I'm sorry, Tyrese, what happened to love of your life? And this is the person we had to rescue, and you were so concerned and so worried. What is this game you're playing? Can't you see people are dying all around you in this city, and you choose to fight each other?"
You have no proof. You cannot.
Oh, but we do.
We do.
And I'm assuming Abedzagak just flips through Vesks in space to the one moment where Tyrese is talking about Nib and about how Nib is the love of her life.
Not to interfere, but I'm gonna interfere. Take a peek.
Look, it's been a long journey, but I just don't understand where this stubbornness and pride comes from. Okay? Can't you see the city is being destroyed? People are being murdered. You begged us to help, and we did. You know? I just... Can't you see beside your own pride and selfishness and realize that you love each other? And can't you be happy that each other has survived this?
There are many things that I have done and that Nib has done. But you are right that we have to move forward, and well, we have to understand one another in these times. I think I could give it a try.
Well, I don't know why you're telling us. You should be telling each other.
I think I could give it a try. I also think I could give it a try. I just wanted to let you know that I love you so much. You know, I love you too. There is deep well within my soul. And then just
And Phoenix just kind of looks to the rest of the crew with her empty whiskey flask and is like,
the smile on Ben's face as he turned back around to see how we reacted to that.
I could only see Jess's face, but I got it.
Also, Phoenix, you'd notice when you looked around the crew that Detrian came in and immediately laid down on the floor and went to sleep.
Of course.
Ahmed is crying. Oh, it's so beautiful. I just love it when people just come together and they realize that everything they were going through is actually a positive thing, that it's better to be in community than apart. Thank you so much for putting that on this documentary that I'm filming. People are gonna love it.
Wait! You filming me? I forgot about the non-disclosure agreement or something like that.
No, that's not how this works. It just films everything. Nobody signs an NDA. I didn't sign an NDA.
Okay.
All right. Cool. Yeah, cool.
There's a 40% chance that anyone who's on that show dies anyway, so they didn't think about writing up the forums.
Fair.
Gotta give the people what they want.
I would like to put my hand on Captain Phoenix's shoulder and say, well, that was well said. That is the qualities of a captain I would be proud to follow.
Oh, yeah, sure.
But Nib actually pulls up a chair and takes Tyrese's bowl of cereal and just starts scarfing it down And she's like, oh, Captain Crunch. All right, I guess that's all right. Hey, now listen, will you tell me absolutely everything that happened? I know you were talking to me about it, but and Tyrese kind of filled me in a little bit. I mean, but whoa, so much has happened with the sun, and I need to know everything that you know from the beginning of this adventure to right now.
Oh, yes. Everyone will tell you whatever you need to know, but the more important question currently is, do you have any whiskey?
Yes, I do. Here we go. Yeah. Everybody that wants a glass can have a glass.
So Phoenix takes the bottle, and she's going to walk over. She probably sees Detrian sleeping in the corner. She'll go to the other corner, and she's just going to go sit down with her whiskey and pass out.
Okay. So you all are sitting around drinking whiskey, and Nib is nipping at the bit. What's it? Whatever.
Nipping it in the butt?
Nipping it in the butt. Yeah. Really wants to know what's going on. So, yeah, tell me, what do you know? What happened?
Well, we got a whale.
Wait, what? A whale? No, go back further. How'd you get a whale?
It's a big portal that fell into the sun.
The portal fell into the sun? What? Why didn't anybody tell me about this? Oh my goodness, this is going to help my report for the Deep Cultures Institute so much. There's so much going on. Tell me everything that you know, please. Just lay it all out.
Okie dokie. Giant space whale came through the far portal and it tried to attack a ship, but then we killed it. It's now part of our ship. And then the portal fell into the sun, and then you, the love of your life, came and found us in the bar, and we got drunk, and then we decided to come find you, and then we saw the guy on the screens, and he said they were going to take over.
Yeah. Wait.
Found you.
All right. So why would a whale attack just some random ship out like that? That doesn't seem right.
We don't know.
That's above our pay grade.
You guys actually know that it wasn't a random ship. It was a ship that came out of the portal.
It was scientists. They came out. Well, no, it came out of the portal. Not scientists, and the scientists wanted us to bring the ship back so they could look at it. But they won't get to look at the rug that Abedzikak stole.
All right, so what you're saying is that there was a ship that came through the portal.
Mm-hmm.
It was being chased by a fire whale.
Mm-hmm.
You killed the fire whale, and then you did what?
Got on the ship.
And what? And you what?
The ship had valuable information on it, so we rescued it and brought its contents back to our station.
Yeah, I know you should have brought it to me though, because I would have studied it. What was on the ship? What? Tell me, please. I need to know.
Okay. Yeah. Anybody?
There was a tiny dragon creature that kept turning into utensils.
Oh, that's very interesting. Okay, good to know.
It tried to kill me, but it was just a baby, so I do not hold any ill will.
Okay.
There was a button that kept blinking.
All right. Did you press it?
Not at
Yes.
first.
You hear Detrian just visibly sighing from all of, very audibly sighing from all the noise going on. Okay. We boarded a ship that after we killed the fire whale. We found the fork creature thing, like they said. Then we went into a room and we found a collar that disintegrated a guy who, if I remember correctly, originally looked like this guy. What happened after that? I don't even know. Oh, an escape pod launched off and we shot it. Did that cover everything? I'm going to go lay down now.
If you want, we could just show you all the footage.
Yeah. Okay, and that's a good idea because you just show the footage.
Way better.
Yeah, you show the exact footage of everything that they need to know. To Nib, didn't think about that. when I helped you with this idea. That's real useful for the future.
Yep.
And Nib says, I know this is tied to the cultures that live inside the sun. There's something that's going on, and I can't really describe what it is. But for so long, the Lashunta up here have been feeling this intense dread. And it was just, man, it just blew up a couple days ago. And now that you're telling me that the portal fell into the sun, it just kind of makes a lot of sense that it times up with that they're feeling this intense dread, this intense doom, and that makes a lot of sense. It's got to be tied to one of the deep cultures. I'm gonna ask you a question right now, and I really need you to answer it, and I really need your answer to be yes. Would you like jobs with the Deep Culture Institute? Because I work there, and I would love for you to have jobs at the Deep Culture Institute. Please say yes. Please say yes. And this is when Tyrese kind of stops and says, "No, Nib, there is no way to offer them jobs that is on the opposite side of the archipelago. They would never reach there with the town with Asanatown in this much turmoil. There would be no way to reach over there." And Nib's like, listen. Okay, I'm sorry. Tyrese is right. I can't officially offer you a job right now. I can't offer you a job right now. But if we could figure out this whole mess of Asanatown, I could get you a job with the Deep Cultures Institute. They would love your knowledge. You have firsthand experience with all of this. There's nobody better suited for the job than you.
I am very interested. Captain, what say you?
Oh, I'm asleep and
Oh, my bad.
But also, I hear the cutest little mews coming from you.
He wants so much attention.
Can I has him? Because I'll give attention.
Go.
Oh.
So cute.
Hello.
Oh, you cute little thing.
That's adorable. But yeah.
Yes.
We would be very interested. However, we must speak to our captain when she wakes. I think regardless of whether we accept these jobs, we are interested in working together in some way.
Good. All right, I'm sorry. Whew, I got a little carried away there. My energy level was so high, the rush of being captured and then having a glass of whiskey and cereal, it gets to you. So I'm going to go to bed now. And she goes off to bed. And Tyrese, goes to bed as well. And there you all are, the five of you. This Akeshti who still seems to be recovering. And on the way, all of his old movements. Does anybody want to have a conversation with somebody else? Jess, what are you thinking?
Does anybody know anything about the cultures that live inside the sun?
Maybe.
Culture check.
Yeah,
Culture
absolutely. You could do a life
Is it
science.
a criminal underworld?
Oh no.
Yes, a little bit. So
Okay, so I get to add 5?
yeah,
Or
go for it.
minus 7 DC? Okay.
Yeah.
My total was 11.
Okay.
And if it's life science, the DC is dropped by 5 because of my theme knowledge,
I got a 16.
Okay.
29 if it has to deal with the criminal underworld.
29.
24 if it's just culture.
Okay.
Nice.
So this check is extremely hard because even you're talking with Nib, and Nib is kind of bringing up all of these scientific things that Nib knows about the deep cultures of the sun. But no, you kind of realize that most of it is conjecture It might be true, it might not be, but it's certainly not scientific enough to publish a paper or anything like that. There's no way that you could get a copyrighted paper about all the information that Nib has. It's just something that people haven't been able to do. The Burning Archipelago is what it is. People live here, but it's this kind of magical place that people found and then started to dwell in. Not many people have been able to go further into the sun, although they feel like there is more down there. Now, what I will say about your criminal underworld is, you know that you were on the search for a particular brass dragon. And now that you've seen brass dragons here, it's sort of piecing together that maybe the brass dragons are one of these deep cultures. Maybe they are somewhere within Asanatown or deeper.
Okie dokie.
Go ahead.
Sorry, just my brain. My phone just thought I was talking to it. Sorry.
You said my brain, so it responded.
No, I said, right. Sorry, my brain. And my phone was like, yes, your brain.
I am your brain.
You showed us the cut in half picture of like the depth map, and we were on like the next to last level.
Yes.
So we know that there's levels beyond where we had been underground in the Warrens.
So I can pull you over to the Warrens. You know that the Warrens is the base level. Like underneath it is the sun.
Gotcha. But there is an idea that there is something beyond the Warrens.
Not necessarily beyond the Warrens. It's more like there's something deeper within the plasma field of the sun that people can't reach. That's the idea. Like, there's just been no ship that can penetrate deep enough into the sun without burning up, that can reach one of these atmospheres that's below there. But they imagine that there are living things on the surface of the sun that nobody's been able to reach and just hasn't been able to leave. Or that there are these other, like right now you're in this sort of this sphere that's being held together by who knows what. It can't be scientifically proven, but there's things living in there. They assume that there might be these deeper as well.
So theoretically, we could use the space whale as a submarine.
Hashtag submarine.
Hashtag submarine.
Yellow submarine. A yellow submarine.
Sorry.
Yes. I like it.
We just gotta paint the whale yellow first.
Yep.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm down if you guys are.
Was that Wes or did Detrian wake up?
I don't know. Detrian probably would wake up just to say submarine.
But just as a reminder, this is the picture from the book of the first time anybody from modern day has actually visited the Burning Archipelago. There was already a structure built. They just happened upon it when they were crashing into the sun. This is the Church of Sarenrae that is crashing into it, and they were almost dead, and they found it.
Sarenrae's the goddess of the sun, right?
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And they called it Sarenrae's hope and Sarenrae's glory, that this actually appeared before them. And people are thinking that there is more of this. It's all a big mystery that the Deep Cultures Institute seems to be highly, highly into.
Perhaps there's some information from the scientists checking out that old ship that we could go back and get at some point.
Absolutely.
For a later time. So everyone seemed to have gone to sleep except for Bedzagak, Mog, and Nono. Is that true?
Yeah. The Detrian and Captain Phoenix were just like, they just...
Just three dummies sitting in a circle.
Just to let you guys know.
How on an airplane they tell you to put your mask on first, so then you put your child's mask on? That's what Phoenix is doing. She's regenerating her own powers so that she can save all of you guys.
Is there any little outside balcony or patio area?
Sure. Yeah, there is a nice patio. It overlooks the park. Yeah, it's beautiful. I mean, you think that
crazy on this place?
It is. I mean, probably somebody works with a very prestigious organization. I have another picture from a long time ago when you guys ran into that street preacher who told Abedzagak that you were all going to die, and that everything was going to be bad. But this is kind of the view that you see out into the park.
Oh, whoa.
Cool.
Yeah. It's really a beautiful place. There's green trees. It's nice. But the sun is so bright all the time. There is no nighttime. It's just burning.
Bedzagak, would you mind joining me outside?
I'd love to.
Brief conversation?
Can Nono come, or is this a private conversation?
She is very welcome to come if she would like to.
No, you want to go on the patio?
Yes, please.
Okay.
So you step out onto the patio. Like I said, there's nobody in the park, but you're just looking out over nature. What do you do?
It is beautiful, isn't it? All of this nature is very important to me, for nature is living, and I believe all living creatures are sacred. Have you heard of Waden? She is a deity in which I worship. She believes that all creatures have value, as well as a part of her has been placed in various creatures throughout our galaxy and universe. And that, who knows, who really is a piece of Waden out there? She could be found in even the most vile of people. Abedzagak, it hurt my feelings when you decapitated that lieutenant with the rug. For that lieutenant, no matter how evil they could have been, could in fact be a piece of Waden. And we can only kill when we deem it absolutely necessary.
Hey, Mog?
Yes?
You've watched us take out all kinds of creatures. All of us have done it, and it was in the name of what we were supposed to do on the team. So I apologize that I hurt your feelings and did something against your religion. However, how can we use proper discretion between what we are supposed to do as part of a group versus senseless ending life? And also, if you believe in Waden, is that what it was? Waden?
Mm-hmm.
Who's to say that their particles do not go into another living thing to make them become something better, like a tree or a precious animal that does not create hatred or bad things or violence on other creatures?
A fine question. I would say that it is obviously up to an individual discretion. We sometimes must kill to protect ourselves from others who are hurting us. So for me personally, I believe that when one is unconscious and no longer a harm to us, that is where the line is. We would then not kill them, for they cannot kill us back in that moment. Now, to address the point you said, secondly, it is a very grand point and an answer for those who have reached higher learnings, far more capable and deep than my own brain can comprehend. So I do not know the answer, but merely believe in the teachings of Waden myself. Though I see that if that is your belief, If I am asking you to be respectful to mine, I should be respectful to yours. So, is that yours?
That's a great question, Mog. Because I come from a long lineage of highly decorated military officers. Everybody is all very proud of how strong and important they are. And I didn't belong. So I left. And to be honest with you, sometimes I go onto autopilot or the things that I was taught and the things that I know. But I'm more excited to learn about other people's ways, like yours. So thank you for teaching me something.
But I have been taught as well. Thank you, Bedzigak.
And I feel like No the entire time is like... sipping on a lemonade or something and then just edging.
Every once in a while, you hear just like a clink clank as she's like sitting there listening, but working on Scriff at the same time. And this talk of Waden has definitely weighed on her because, of killing things, and all of a sudden her gun was acting up. Her pistol was acting up last time, and like, who really deserves this? She doesn't know. She probably deserves it. So,
and I feel like the entire time that that's happening outside, Detrian, at least, you are so well trained to know when like a new creature, like I feel like you're one of those people that wakes up as soon as somebody new enters the room and chooses to sleep rather than being in the middle of sleep. Yes. So you would know that these people have left and that there is now just this emptiness of air and it's just you and Captain Phoenix there. So do you continue to sleep or do you want to do anything?
He's kind of, he would probably check in on the situation after like sensing everybody leave. Just kind of like look around, like, did somebody get kidnapped sort of deal, or did they all run away and steal somebody's gear? Like, he would check out the situation pretty much.
Yeah.
And upon seeing them all just talking about religion and everything, he would just be like, nope, back to bed.
If it got too quiet, Phoenix would probably wake up.
Sure. But, I mean, everybody, when it gets too quiet, they wake up. I get that.
When you're an adventurer, Ben, okay?
Right. It's too quiet in here.
There's no hum of the ship. There's no familiar sounds.
Actually, I would agree with that you probably are used to this just like churning sound of ship. I mean, even when you were down in the Warrens, it was noisy because there was death happening all around you. Yep. So you probably, it's the stillest night you've ever had. And even though it's bright, you kind of wake up. What do you do?
You know how like when you wake up in the middle of the night because you feel something's a little weird, you kind of like give a little glance around. I'm not sure if I see anyone because if Detrian had just gone outside.
Detrian just kind of like sat up, heard what was happening out on the balcony, and then was like, I'm going to let that be, and went back to sleep.
Oh, then Phoenix would go back to sleep because she feels like if there's anything to talk about, she can do it in the morning.
Cool. The rest of you spend the night after this conversation resting. Like I said, it's hard to because the sun is all around you. I mean, there's never a dark moment, but the blinds all have this like anti-light shut-ins that close down and block out everything, but a little bit sneaks through every single time. It doesn't give you quite as peaceful of a rest as you could. But you all awake the next morning, feeling refreshed, getting back your spells, and healing up a little bit. Anybody who had that con damage, that also will heal up 1. And you heal up your level plus your constitution modifier whenever you sleep.
Oh, then I would have had all my
right. That's nice.
So nice. All right. It's the morning. Honorary Officer Mims says, I didn't sleep the entire night. I have been protecting you from the dangers and trying to help. So just to let you know what has been going on, I stood outside the door and I sat there and I waited for something bad to happen. Word to the wise, nothing bad happened.
Phoenix wakes up in a great mood and she goes, Officer Mims, thank you.
You can't call me Officer Mims, ma'am. I'm only an honorary officer.
Oh, excuse me. Oh,
call me honorary.
How could I be so foolish? Honorary Officer Mims,
yes.
Thank you. We are indebted to your service. Thank you for keeping us safe. Might we make you some breakfast, or would you like to sleep now?
I could help, but no, I feel fine. I'm trained to never need rest because I'm always awake. I could probably take a nap, though, if you wanted me to take a nap, but only if it's helping.
You know, you do whatever you want to do.
And that kind of like stirs his little brain. He's like, overload up. No, but he doesn't know how to act to that. He's like, ma'am, I don't know if me taking a nap would be very helpful to you.
Oh, please, you can call me Phoenix.
Yes,
or Captain.
Yes, Captain, ma'am.
Oh.
This whole conversation, Detrian is just like jaw dropped. Like, what is happening right now?
Can a Bedzagak be making waffles?
Yes.
Great.
You're making space waffles. All right. Let's not get confused.
So Phoenix smells the waffles then and will tell Honorary Officer Mims. Oh, well, if you're not going to take a nap, you should definitely try a Bedzagak's space waffles. They are delicious.
I put bananas on them.
Oh, did you? Phoenix is in a really good mood this morning, and she's going to go over to a Bedzagak. And she loves a Bedzagak's waffles.
I mean, it's the first time you've ever had them, so for sure.
You don't know that, Ben. You don't know that.
I mean, you tell me when was the last time you had them.
Yes, when has Phoenix had
You guys
your
met
waffles?
like 4 days ago.
Shut up. Maybe she made waffles. You don't know.
They're my famous waffles.
There you go.
Honorary Officer Mims enjoys the space waffles, the spoffles, as you call them.
I would like to be hovering behind a Bedzagak, watching every move, and just lightly mutter, "You don't want me to help."
No, but I would like you to tell me about the honors of vegetarianism.
Speaking of beliefs, little no-no with a big spirit. We didn't get to ask you what your beliefs are.
Oh.
My beliefs are, everybody deserves help, and I've got to give it.
Firm belief right there.
What about when...
I just got to point out, Jess, that everybody's saying, are you really trying to kill Wes with bananas right now?
I don't know what that means.
I'm allergic to bananas.
Oh, no. You're allergic to bananas.
Well, I didn't know that.
Yeah, no. Detrian's just like inching to the other side of the room, just kind of glaring.
That's twice now, because didn't we send you a birthday cupcake and one of them was bananas?
Yeah. Detrian, can you have chocolate chips?
Why is Detrian also allergic to bananas?
He just doesn't like them. He just doesn't like bananas.
But his character on Crits and Giggles is a dog and can't have chocolate, so.
Yeah,
well,
so think about that.
I will make you a parfait. Everybody loves parfait.
According to a very talkative donkey, everyone loves parfaits. Yes.
That's right.
Everyone loves parfaits.
I want to play a game where imagination is king, and I can change anything I want about myself except for my allergies.
I love that.
That is fantastic. Okay, so you have breakfast. You're there. You've Nib and Tyrese come out. They're willing to talk. I mean, you have at your disposal anyone that you can talk to. Oh, because also the Keshti wakes up the next morning. Whoa, hey. What's going on?
You like some waffles?
No, I only eat spoffles.
Oh. Okay, good for you. We actually have some of those.
Where am I? What?
We saved your life.
Why do I feel like I almost died?
Because you did.
Yeah.
Okay.
He just kind of looks away, like,
I'm Captain Phoenix. This is my crew.
Hello.
We saved your life after you tried to attack us, but
okay.
We understand that you were being held against your will, so we've saved you, and now we're offering you spoffles. Would you like some?
Yeah.
Right. A Bedzagak, would you offer?
Yeah. I got it. Oh. Come right up. A Bedzagaki's in an apron with ruffles, like full just help mode.
Yeah. So, do you happen to okay, I'm just going to be outright and say it. I've got a little bit of a drug problem, and right now things are really weird for me right now. This all is it's really real. It's really real, and I don't know what to do.
Can you elaborate?
Does this have something to do with you screaming that all of us are dead already, or you watched us all die?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. Pat Scriff on the bum, and Scriff goes over and tries to snuggle with this poor man.
Okay.
I think oh, sorry.
I can see that we're in a weird kind of situation, so yeah. I had a family. They're all gone now. My fault. And I can't deal with it, so you gotta help me somehow.
You're lucky you have a family to remember.
Ouch. So you have this man, this Akeshti, who, now that you're putting two and two together, it seems like he might have just been down in the Warrens. Maybe not for any other purpose other than he was messed up on something. And they caught him and put him in there. And now that you're thinking about it, you're thinking about you dealt with him while he was still on whatever he was on.
What would you like us to call you?
My name's Becky.
Becky.
Yeah. I don't know, I could just go. I don't know where I am, but I could just go.
You asked for help, did you not?
Yeah.
Do you want help or do you want to leave?
I want help.
It is difficult to state that. I admire your strength in doing so.
What do I do?
What did you do before the tragedy occurred in your life?
I owned a shop.
Oh.
Worked at it with my family, and yeah.
And what is the fate of this shop now?
It doesn't belong to me.
What work did you do?
I sold goods. It was just a little mom and pop shop,
Mm-hmm.
How things go. And then somebody comes in, somebody tells you that they're going to use your shop and that you have to you have to use their shop. You have to let them use your shop, or else they're gonna do bad things. And then brass dragons do this, and then brass dragons do that, and all of a sudden, you're like,
hold up. You said the brass dragons took over your shop?
Yeah.
And Detrian is just gonna give a quick look over to Phoenix. Interesting. Where's your shop at? What did you sell?
Like I said, I just sold things, like
groceries or like armor and weapons.
Armor and weapons.
Okay, that's good to know.
Protection, and they came in, and I couldn't. They started selling things that I couldn't control. It wasn't in Asanatown.
Where was it?
Silicona?
Stellacuna.
Is that one of the next places over? In a different bubble?
You actually remember hearing about Stellacuna from Tyrese, who said it's all the way on the other side of the burning archipelago.
Gotcha.
Which is where the Deep Cultures Institute is.
Yes. Perhaps the Deep Cultures Institute could use someone of your knowledge. I'm sure that they need someone who has experience in sales and perhaps inventory.
Sure, yeah, I could do inventory. Yeah. Here's the deal, though. I think you gotta take me to a hospital.
Oh, yes. Thank you. That sounds wonderful.
Yeah.
That's a good idea. By chance, do you have the location for the shop? We might want to just go and make sure that it's okay for you, just in case the brass dragons have damaged it in any way.
Sure, and he can put in the location in. He'll give you an address of Stellacuna, which I definitely know off the top of my head. It's 1414 Stellacuna Way.
Perfect.
Writing that down.
And would we know what he was on? Did you say?
You don't really know what he's on. So
did we check his pockets when he went unconscious?
Yeah, you did. He didn't seem to have. I mean, he had weapons. When he fought you, he had weapons, but he didn't seem to have any drugs on him.
So, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I think she would try to find a quiet moment. She'd probably bring over a plate of swaffles, and just say to him, "What was it? What are you taking?"
Anything to burn the pain away.
Yes. I know the feeling. But it won't work. You must stop. You'll never be able to forgive yourself until you do. There are certain things that we each hide behind. But I fear that you've been given a second chance. We've saved your life. You should be dead. And you have a new beginning. You need to take it. You need to forgive yourself. I don't care what you did. I don't care what happened in your past. To be haunted by your past is something I almost wish upon myself. But alas,
Detrian. I was going to say, Detrian, at that comment, Detrian just looks at the floor.
You must move forward. You don't hide behind it, you seek answers. At least that is what I'm doing.
And with that moment, seeking answers at the forefront of our mind, we'll go into a little mid-show break.
Wait, do you know Dosk? Do you...
I don't know.
Guys,
it's too late. It's
questions!
No, he's already gone. He's at the hospital. He's at a mid-show break. I mean, there's no... I don't know what to tell you, Jamie. He's just on a...
You're rude.
I'm sorry.
You're
I'm
rude
sorry,
and
so
childish.
rude.
Hey, Dat fam, we just wanted to say a huge thank you for all the wonderful things that you've been doing in our community. There are so many of them that I'm just going to read them off real fast. Okay. We've just crossed 50,000 channel views, over 1,000 YouTube subscribers, 2,500 followers, almost 300 Twitch subscriptions. Over 300 Twitch subscriptions, and over 650 hours streamed. Wow. We just wanted to say thank you from the bottom of our hearts for everything that you do for this community. We wouldn't do it without you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
This is the captain's log for the Scourge. Today, I fear I was strangely abducted
Hey, Captain! What are you doing?
Abedzagek, please. I'm trying to record
Look at those shiny buttons on your arm. What does this one do?
Abedzagek, no!
Self-destruct protocol engaged.
Well, that was fun. What does this button do?
No.
Hey everyone, for those of you that don't know me, my name is Adam Rady, and I'm the executive producer here on the Dragons and Things Network. You may also not know that our network is independent, meaning that all of the content you see is made possible because of you, your subs, your donations, your bits, your Patreon support. It all goes into making the shows that you watch possible. So thank you. That support is actually what led us to be able to move into a studio at the beginning of 2020 and begin producing our very own flagship show, Dragons and Things Phantom. Unfortunately, because of COVID-19, we've all had to adjust to the new normal of social distancing. We had to put Phantom on hold and suspend our trips to our studio, but we started making new shows like Things in Space, Crits and Giggles, and Heroic Endeavors. Our hope is that when it is safe to do so, we can go back into the studio and bring all of these productions with us. But until then, we have to continue to pay rent on said studio. And luckily, thankfully, because of each and every one of you, we've been able to meet our monthly survival goal every single month. Your support means that we get to keep doing what we all love. So honestly, from the bottom of all of our hearts, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thanks.
You all are crazy. Honestly, you're not just meeting the goal some months, you're exceeding it. So Jim and I have been talking, and we've been thinking about what could we do with that extra support. Normally, in our mid-show break, you are watching epic, medieval, or fantasy sci-fi content that we have made, whether it's Walking in Circles that we shot 10 years ago. You'll see little shorts and sketches that we've filmed, ads that we've done for Sirenscape, Paizo, Tabletop Loot, Norse Foundry. And the crazy thing about when you watch that content is that you watch it. You don't get up and go use the restroom when you're supposed to during these breaks. Instead, you watch the content and you tell us how cool it is or how you want to see more or how, boy, you'd like to see that turned into a series. So what if we just did that? What if we made more content? Could be something as simple as a photo shoot. where we take Katie and Wes and the gang from Things in Space and we go do a cool, awesome cosplay shoot. Or maybe, if there's enough support, we could shoot a sketch or a scene from one of the shows, or something completely original that we haven't done before. With enough support, we could maybe do a series. The scale really is just dependent on how much support we get for the idea. So that's it. That's what we hope we can do with those additional resources, is give you additional content. Only this time, it's not just at the table. It can be out in the woods, or in the mountains, or up in space. It can be anything we want to create, and that's what's so exciting. So thank you for all the subs, bits, donations, everything that you're doing. It's incredible. And if you're ever looking for a different way to support us, consider joining our Patreon. It's actually a super effective way to help us because it helps us plan out our monthly budgets and look towards the future. Plus, you get cool perks for doing it. Honestly, things are crazy right now. So if those methods of support don't work for you, we totally get it. Just keep hanging out with us, supporting each other, enjoying each other's company, and just being the best fam that you already are. We love you, Dat Fam. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. We are back with some more Things in Space. Yeah, I just want to spend this time, chatting to you. So why don't we read some comments right now, huh? Everybody, let's get on.
I saved one from earlier, and this was back. This is such a funny message. This was back when we were talking about the acid.
Okay.
Like the
vials.
acid, the vials of acid. So Sweet Bee 77 said, my dad walked past my room and came in asking if I was watching something about drugs. I am dead.
And then later on, we had that conversation. It's like, goodness gracious.
Yeah. And then it's Lucas Martinez replied saying, just tell him it's good quality acid.
Oh, no.
Willow Ridley said, you're rude and childish. Childish. OMG, I say that to my husband too.
Liderici says, I am having so much fun. This is my first live show. It's been amazing. Thank you, everyone, for making me feel so welcome.
Oh, nice. Welcome.
Thank you for joining us. That's awesome.
There was a funny comment by Positive Kern who says Phoenix, I think is what it's supposed to say, who drinks all her problems away, that everyone gave the little carrot to. But what I'm really highlighting is Willow Ridley's comment in response was saying, Kern, that's what she's saying, that she gets it, which I enjoyed.
That's
so
true.
Good observation, Willow Ridley. I think that is what she was trying to say.
I do like that, and I think we've said this before, but RPGs can help us deal with certain things. Obviously, those are not easy conversations to have. Those are not good always. It's not something that I want to force or put on people, but when you come at it with this idea of we're going to talk about these things, I think it has a place in RPGs. And so, I'm really proud and happy of how you all did in that scenario. So good job.
Hey, thanks.
Melski 360 said, speaking of life imitating art, says, I need Mog level patience when working with people. And I would just like to add that that's how Sam really is in real life.
Okay. Next comment.
Into my head says, Karma, give the street names, Ben. Oh.
It's Silicon Way.
Yeah, it's
I get
Silicon
it.
Way. Goodness. We've got so much happening on our donations and sub tracker sheet. It's crazy. But Nisareth has donated $5 for one acid or stim pack for Jess.
One acid.
And also $5 for a stim pack for Wes. The submarine pun was Be much appreciated.
Yes.
Submarine.
Thank you. We have been followed by Rara215, Gremlin14198, Malcolm Mama 15 gifted a sub to Crossbearer, Carrie Lemons gifted to Letterici, Rachel Powell resubbed for 2 months.
Ooh, thank you.
Kara BC1 gifted to Dark Knight, and Scott the Nuzo gifted to Candy B, that's me, from Crits and Giggles.
Oh, how nice. We also, Adamantite Adventure has given a Bitbox Battle Boss extra action to Mog, and Sarah BC1 has given an extra action to a Medzigax.
Yay!
So, yeah, there you go. So there's a lot of, there's a lot of things going on. So, all right. So here you are. You're shaking your hair. What you're awake, you take this man to the hospital. So what do you do?
What's the hospital looking like?
It's very heavily in use and functioning. People are working, but they are all trying to stay indoors.
Do they seem more stressed or like more on guard than a normal hospital would, considering the circumstances?
Yeah, I think that there's a little bit of anxiety there, but they are handling the situations. So It's not like a situation where it's so overcrowded that they won't be able to get to this guy. But they are filling up, but he is, he's going to get the help that he requires.
Okay.
Hey, Mims, I have an idea. You can stay here and help Becky get better, and I'll take care of the crew. Don't worry about it. I got it. But you stay here and help Becky.
Do you, was that what everybody would want? Is that what to be helpful heal?
Yes, that is what everybody wants.
Oh, I'm gonna roll a sense motive on you.
Am I there? Do I hear this?
Do you want to roll a bluff check?
Do you want me to roll a bluff check? Oh no.
I would love for you to roll a bluff check.
But do I overhear this, Ben?
Yeah, definitely you do. Okay. I think the captain would overhear this for sure.
Great. So then 13. I will say.
What does the captain say?
Yes, we all believe that your place should be here, helping the people. Isn't that what your duty is anyway? Isn't this what you got into this job to do?
Yeah, part of me just thought I had wheel friends for the first time.
Oh.
That I could go hang out with my wheel friends. But okay.
You do know that helping people.
Jess is gonna blow out her ears. Jess, move your hands away from the mic.
Move your hands away from your face.
I'm sorry. I'm a stage performer, everybody. Jesus Christ.
Oh my gosh, could you imagine this show like live on stage? Oh
yes. If only.
Jess, you are a stage performer, but you've used a microphone before.
Not like this. It was different. Was I like breathing into it?
Oh, yes. Oh yeah.
It was so loud.
That's so embarrassing. You know, guys, people say that I'm like Clifford the Big Red Dog, but of people.
That's really true.
It's true. Anyways. Carry on.
Phoenix will reach into her pocket, and she's kind of got like a really kind of crumpled up looking like piece of fabric, but it's kind of like crumply, and it's been in her pocket a while, and it says like crew on it. And it's like kind of like how like when you get on an airplane and the pilot gives kids a sticker that says like, wings or whatever, or a pin. So she's going to hand honorary officer Mims this little like crew, like it'll say honorary crew on it, just so he doesn't get any ideas.
Detrian already has so many ideas.
Yeah. And she'll hand it to him and say, here, just in case you forget that you do have friends out there.
Puts it on.
And you're doing what's right.
Puts it on his chest. He goes,
All right. Yes, ma'am. I will report
Excuse me. Honorary Officer Mims, you are now an honorary crew member of my ship, and you will address me as captain.
All right, Captain, ma'am. I will report back to you every hour on the hour. I have your personal comm unit.
Unfortunately,
Nesrin just pushes past and is like, "Don't worry about it." That'd be great. That sounds fantastic. We'll definitely see you on the ship later, right, Captain?
Right. You.
All right. I'll call you in 35 minutes now because they'll be on the top of the hour. So be prepared.
Well, we need to give him something. So I would give him the comm unit number for.
Oh, I don't need it. I've already hacked into your systems, and I am prepared to be able to contact you at any time. For those of you that are watching, I have changed one of the agents of chaos. It is no longer Gramps. It is. Oh, it's actually no longer the Howler. What you get is a message from Mims.
Nice.
I hate it.
So
I hate it. I hate it. No.
It can both work. It's in a negative or a positive way.
I want
it. A good message from Mims or a bad message from Mims.
Oh my gosh.
That's impossible. They're all good.
You shut your beautiful mouth. None of them are good. I hate that little skittermander. He's taking my place.
You say that now, but I see there's a love relationship way in the future.
Okay, so you leave Mims in the hospital. But we know that he will come back at some point. Where do you go? What do you do? There's a few shops open. If you do want to do any shopping, if we want to do a shopping episode, we could do a shopping episode. So if somebody wants to buy something, you can do it.
I know what I would like to buy.
Okay.
So Nono's gonna go to the nearest hardware utility store.
Yep.
And she is looking for ion tape and a zip stick.
Okay, you find a place. It's called Hank's Stuff.
I already love it.
Yep. And you enter in the door. It's an old school door. It opens up. It's a ding 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 ding. This music is so intense for this moment. So I'm gonna turn on a little. Is there some
elevator music?
No, there's some good, exciting music. It gets you just jamming as you go at the door, and an Ifrit answers. Yes, my name is Hank. What would you like to? Yes, I could sell you something.
I'm looking for some ion tape and a zip stick, please.
Yes, I could sell you that. I could sell you all of these things. And by the way, Hank, I've got a picture of Hank right now, pulling up on Roll20. And Hank is actually played by Hank Azaria.
Genuinely, this is your best impression because I thought that's what it sounded like.
That is what I was going to, but this is the one from Birdcage. So that is This is Hank Azaria. So you wish to have some ion tape, yes?
Yep.
Oh, perfect. Then I will get you some ion tape. So, and you see that Hank, a big guy, kind of works his way. He dodges his horns into the back and picks up ion tape. And what else were you looking for?
A zip stick.
A zip stick. And brings you ion tape and a zip stick. Do you want to tell the world what ion tape and a zip stick does?
I mean, if you really want me to.
I mean, when you told me about it today, it's pretty much the greatest thing, and everybody should want ion tape and a zip stick.
Well, I mean, so Nono's a mechanic. What does every mechanic need? Duct tape. What is the Starfinder equivalent of duct tape?
Ion tape.
Ion tape. What's cool about ion tape is it's normal tape that's, you can tear it, you can do stuff, you can tie things up, but it's pretty weak. But if you jolt it with electricity, it becomes really hard. But if you jolt it again, it goes back to its original state. So you can actually build ladders out of ion tape and manacles out of ion tape and create things and repair ships out of ion tape.
But if anybody ever gets electrocuted, all of it is worthless.
It's still a DC 5 strength check to rip it, okay?
Fine. But
otherwise you get those little stringy bits.
Oh, gross. I hate that about duct tape. All right. So you have your ion tape and a zip stick. Does anyone else want anything from Hank's stuff?
I realized today would be a shopping episode.
I mean, Dendrian's looking for weapons, of course.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, you have access to pretty much everything that is on the equipment. So if you're looking for, you've got the amount of money that you have. You've got the amount of credits. So if you're looking for a specific type of weapon, you just tell me what it is, and we can talk about it.
Can I just buy 2 more shock grenades?
Yeah, you can buy 2 more shock grenades.
Can I buy a freebooter armor?
Ooh, yes.
1?
So Hank kind of walks in the back and he goes, yes, it will take me a few moments to fit it to Slugman's face, but I will fit it to Slugman's body, so you can Slugman, you can have the freebooter armor. And he comes in, he takes measurements on Mog.
Would it bring you joy to haggle the price?
If it's something that you really wish to get into.
No, I just want this experience to be just as good for you.
The experience is very good for me. And he fits you, and you got your armor.
Nice.
Yeah.
May I ask if you have a furniture or home goods center in this hardware store?
Home goods?
Yes, there is a home goods section right over there.
Thank you.
Okay.
But the cactus runs to the home goods section.
Okay. So you're in the home goods section.
I'm really excited.
And Hank kind of walks over there and he's like, yes. What's going on?
Oh, nothing. I had a really interesting week. And I have so many strong weapons here. I got my Dashko and my plasma bolter, and I've got this flamethrower, and look at me, I'm a big old scary lizard. And
yes.
well, luck would have it. The only thing that seems to bring me any luck around here are soft
rug free,
cozy, but with great weight. Look, I'm not subject to simply rugs, but if you have any throw pillows, cushions, things of that nature, weighted blankets, I don't know if I want to buy, but
weighted blanket.
I'm just curious if you have anything like that. Maybe you have 4 or 5?
Are you asking for a rug weapon?
Wait.
Is that what you're asking for, a rug weapon?
You have... What?
I don't... I am...
Rug weapons? You have rug weapons? What? You have them here? Those exist?
Okay, listen. Let me tell you a little something here. Is that there is a little known, very small section of the black market trade that deals in rug weapons. And there are I can't even get through it.
I love that you're having to do this, by the way.
There's a very small section of the rug weapon black market trade, and I could get you something. It might take me a day or two, but if you really are interested in getting this rug weapon, I could get you maybe a couple of rug weapons.
I didn't know that there were actual rug weapons. I thought they were just rugs.
It's a very small section of the
the niche market.
Well, I'm gonna be honest. I have 4 people on my team, so I'm gonna need 4.
The DAT Network said, "Is that like the blanket market?"
Oh
so
God, I
good.
love everything.
This is okay. This is yes. If you need more rugs, let me just tell you.
Do you have a blue one, a red one, a kind of more red one, and a turquoise one?
That I believe that one is orange that you're looking at, but yes.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yes, I could get all of these rugs. Let me ask you a question. Have you ever wanted a rug gun? Have you ever wanted a rug gun?
I do now.
Okay, I could look into getting the rug gun as well. So
Does it come in pink?
Definitely, I can buy some. I have spray paint right over there. I can paint it pink. Okay.
Oh no, I'll do it. That's okay. I'll help. You're going through so much trouble.
Okay. Yes, I will. Give me a day, and I will have the rug weapons for you.
Guys.
Yep.
We're not leaving tomorrow, right?
Camp?
No.
Okay, cool. Just curious.
Oh my goodness. I never thought when we were like, hey, Ben, do you want to run a Starfinder game? And I said, yes. I never thought in my right mind that I would have to make up a rug cannon.
I'm so happy you did, though.
You didn't have to. You offered it.
I did offer up the rug
That's true.
cannon.
I asked if you had a section and you could have said no.
Yeah, but then what kind of a game would this be if there wasn't a rug section in Hank's stuff?
This is my favorite episode.
Detrian, what weapon are we looking at for you? Are you?
I'm looking at the tactical rotating pistol and the stalker assassin rifle.
Yikes! Okay, are they level 4 or below?
They are.
Okay, well then, if you have the funds, you can have them.
I don't have the currency on me, but I do have a crap ton of items on me.
Oh, well, yikes. Jamie, do you have the currency that I could look up right now? Or because here's the problem with giving up those items is that in the Starfinder universe, things sell at 1/10 their value after you have bought them. So it is very tough.
Even as a trade, huh?
Yeah, well, I mean, it would have to depend kind of on what the price difference is.
What are you looking for?
Well, I just need to know the price that everyone has.
So from everything we've gathered, since we last were able to sell things, everybody got 480.5 creds.
Okay.
Okay.
And then we had more from you had more from before that from on the ship. That was something like 300 some. So you should be almost up to 800 credits.
Okay, so that probably would not get me to the tactical. The tactical rotating pistol is 1900. So,
oh boy, oh boy.
Yeah, I would give you some, but I don't have that many.
Yeah, well, he's got some weapons that it didn't seem like anybody was preferring to use, because I think the only person that can use that Ember Flame Dashko that he picked up was a Bedzagak. Bedzagak likes to use rugs.
Did you want to hold one of my things? We could trade.
He's just got it on him. Like he thought he could use it, and then was like, "This is heavy as hell." Okay, and then the other weapon, I believe, is the assassin rifle is 1500.
Well, if you teamed up with somebody, you could get that.
How many do you have? How much do you have?
We have what, 800 or 900?
Yeah, you have about 800.
Okay. So I'll walk up with both of them. He walks up with both of them, and then he slaps down the Emberflame Dashko, his original azimuth laser pistol.
Okay.
Where is it? The Pulsecaster pistol he pulled off the guy at the dock.
Right.
And his original second skin armor, as well as an agility armor mod, and just slaps all that in the counter and be like, what can I get for this?
Tell you what. Roll a diplomacy check.
Okay. Ooh, that's a natural 18 on the die.
Nice.
Nice.
What is my diplomacy? Please be high.
Can I aid him?
That's a dirty 20.
Can I aid him in diplomacy?
No, you're out. You're out of this. You're out of this barter agreement. Tell you what. Yes, we could make this deal happen. All right.
Right.
But there is something that I might ask from you to do. Your friend and I over here, we were talking about a little bit of the black market rug sales. Black market rug weapon sales. Mm-hmm. And I just might need someone to transfer some rugs to another side of the burning archipelago after this is done. So I will take all these things, and I will then give you this rifle if you promise to, maybe surreptitiously move some rugs across the burning archipelago.
No.
So he's gonna look straight at him and be like, "Look, I'm not that far off in funds from the rifle. You're telling me you're just going to give me the rifle, and you want me to smuggle something along with all of this other gear."
I believe you only have the ability to pay for half the rifle. So being that far off, it's pretty far off.
I think I'm over half with all the gear, though, even at 10%. I'm at like 12. Even at 10%, all of that stuff is worth about 1,400.
Which gun is in question, too?
The sniper rifle, 1,500.
Oh.
I have 1,100 credits still.
Oh. All right. So you want to plop down the rest of it?
Not 1,100 of it, but what does he need?
Maybe more like 400.
Just for the rifle?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, if Detrian asks, I mean, maybe.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. He's going to look at him, and he thinks he could potentially make a deal. Be like, look, how much is the stuff you need to be moved potentially worth?
That's I'm not at liberty to discuss the amount of money that is worth the black market rug straight.
Understood. So here's what I'm going to do, and he's going to look straight at him and be like, "I'm not going to question what is in this shipment, but we're heading that way already." And the pistol, I can make that. And he's just gonna look him dead in the eyes, like take it or leave it. I have the funds to buy the rifle now. I can walk away with the rest of my gear and just give you cash. And then you're gonna be locked down with nobody to be able to move this stuff, especially with everything going on right now.
Sorry guys, take a time out real quick because we're hearing from chat that we have no audio.
Oh no.
But wait, no, it's back. So let's rewind a little bit. Detrian, go back and say what you said.
Okay, so yeah, he's just gonna look this guy in the eyes and be like, if this shipment is really worth that much to you, then I'll give you this gear and I will pay for the rifle, but the pistol is what you give me for moving your product.
I will counteroffer your counteroffer. This is how we do things at Hank's stuff. Right? You get both weapons now. You do the thing. You demand to move the rugs across. And then when you get the money from whatever ways that you are dealing with things, then you come back and pay for the things that you have already been using. We'll call it a loan.
Can I do a perception check to see if Phoenix hears any of this going down?
I don't know. You can. I guess you could.
Yeah, at that point, Detrian is just like, so you want me to move something for free, and you're 16. Going to loan me 2 weapons?
No, what you're asking me to do is something for free, which is just give this to you. My gift to you is this, and then you would gift me something later.
Do I hear it 16, Ben?
Yeah, he's just gonna turn to Phoenix at that point and be like, Phoenix, can I borrow some credits? Like, he's just looking at this guy like, no, this is not how any of this works.
You don't want to be in debt to Hank?
The thing is,
it'd be really fun if you were in debt to Hank.
Detrian has done some shady stuff before for various people, and he knows how the system works. Like, if you wanted me to move your stuff and you didn't want it fully protected, that's completely fine. But any smuggler right now worth even the smallest amount of credit wouldn't move anything given what's going on in the city right now. They'd be charging you 10 times the normal rate, which would probably put what you're asking them to do at around 10,000 credits.
Oh, hey, watch this real fast. Hey, rug girl. Rug thing? Yes, lizard?
Me? Hey,
yes, you. Yeah. Yes. If I said, hey, will you move some rugs to the other side of Asanatown, what would you do?
Destrian's just gonna look at her with these like glared eyes, just.
I would consult the group.
Ben, do I hear this? I rolled a 16.
Yeah, you hear it.
Great. So when Detrian turns to Phoenix and says, can I borrow credits? I'm going to step up and go, well, Detrian, I don't know. How many credits do you need?
And he like looks down at the gear, like kind of does the math and looks up at the guy, looks up at Phoenix again. And he's like, I think about 300.
Oh, and then she's going to turn to the guy and she's going to be like, oh, but what were you offering him? Because that seemed like a really good deal. Detrian, did you not want to take that deal?
No, Hank's stuff is closed now. Hank, goodbye.
Wait, no!
Well, Detrian left the gun on the table, so take it and let's go.
Yep. All right, cool.
No, the gun was behind the counter.
Wait, what?
Up.
Wait, does that mean he also just stole all my gear?
Yeah, rough life. Rough life.
So Detrian is going to pull out one of his plasma charges and a grenade and be like, screw this dude, we're taking everything.
No, you can still have your stuff.
Okay.
But the negotiations are over.
And he's just going to knock and threaten and be like, the authorities might find out about this now. Have a good one. And then just like start walking away.
Mm.
So Phoenix is going to walk next to Detrian and say, so you were going to move rugs, were you?
I mean, we were going to blast off this rock anyway. This whole place is going to be in ruin. I didn't actually have to move anything. I was just going to take the guns and leave.
Oh, Detrian, we've been doing this long enough for you to understand that never works.
It's worked before.
And you do know that rugs did not mean rugs. And I need to talk to Abedzagak because I think Abedzagak thinks rugs mean rugs.
Yeah, I actually really hoped it was more guns and then we'd be able to take those too, but...
No, I don't think it was guns. I think it was things that rhyme with rugs. Anyway.
The thing that has rugs in the name.
Yes.
Abedzagak,
yes.
You get a little comm pop up on your hand that's like, don't worry, I will still get you the rug gun. So you have no problem to deal with that. Just
wait. What about the ones I wanted in many colors?
Yeah. We can do the rug thing. Like, yeah, you just come back later without the big scary half elf.
Okay, I'll see you in the morning.
Okay, bye.
Did you guys want to talk to me about something?
Yes, Abedzagak.
Yeah.
You have been quite a help in these combats.
Thank you.
I'm very proud of you, and you've been accomplishing a lot. She's going to see Abedzagak's like droid that's filming her turn kind of toward her, and she's gonna definitely like kind of push it so it's not filming her.
You know, it's interesting. We've been through a lot together. And it's funny that you say that. We're metagaming. I had a really interesting conversation last night with Mog, and I've been learning a lot about personal interactions, and I realized that this camera has a red button.
Yes.
And there are times when things should be broadcasted and times when things should not.
Oh,
right?
I'm so glad you agree. Yes.
I'm just going to turn it off for right now because I can tell we're going to have a nice conversation here and the world maybe doesn't need to see that.
That's very considerate.
Roll a perception check.
What if there was a power outage right when she did it?
Yeah, roll a perception check.
Who?
Wait, me?
Both of you.
11.
Oh. Okay.
It's not great.
15.
It's off.
I can still tell if it's like turned toward me, right? Because
yeah, I mean, it's still flying, but yeah, it's off.
Okay. Because Phoenix is very paranoid about like she has gone out of her way to make sure that any interaction she has, she tries to make sure that they're off of.
Oh yeah, no, the camera is off. You are
okay.
Totally, you can say whatever you want.
Okay.
I'm just gonna spin it this way.
Yeah, you spin it, and it's definitely could not film you now.
Okay. What were you gonna say, Phoenix?
I've been very impressed with you.
Thanks.
I feel as though you've been quite detrimental to saving us all. You know, the man at the Hank was his name, Hank?
He's the best.
Oh, was this the Hank?
No, this was a different Hank. People can have the same name in the universe.
Hank is a very common name on the sun.
Clearly.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
I noticed that he mentioned moving of rugs, and I
No, that was supposed to be a surprise.
Oh.
Man. I wanted to get you guys a gift.
Oh, that is very kind. And I just want you to know that I've been doing this a while, and I know people like him. I fear sometimes I am like him. I don't think rugs is exactly what he was talking about, if you know what I mean.
Pops back up on your arm pad. He's like, "Oh no, the rug gun. Yes, it's a real gun with that shoots rugs.
Wait, how many?
It's like 6 on a rotating barrel."
Okay.
Hey, Ben, you're creating a rug grenade launcher?
Yeah.
Only if they follow
Like a
your
t-shirt?
original grenade rules.
Yeah, he found a way to
Where
put
they
him back
count
in.
down.
She sees this happen and she goes, look, just be careful, okay? Because not all people understand what rugs mean. Sometimes they mean other things.
Are you trying to tell me that there's a double meaning for rug?
Yes.
Okay, here's the deal. We gotta go to a comment break because I'm losing my mind. But because if in my head said like a t-shirt cannon, yeah.
It's a multi-shot t-shirt
A
cannon.
t-shirt cannon. Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
All right, honestly, Ben, I just really wanted it to be like a handheld catapult that you load a rug onto. And
Yes, that's what I pictured.
Okay, I've got 2 great comments real quick.
Okay, go for
Nisareth, I mean, saying that the black market rug weapons is a niche market is a blanket statement. And then also Archangel 27, Mog and Nono just shaking their heads in unison.
My favorite comment from Wild Ganguin. Guys, I probably shouldn't be laughing this much, but I can't help it. This episode has been fantastic.
still want my damn gun.
It's like the most you ever said this episode was all of that interaction.
Oh my gosh.
Oh boy. This whole rug.
Still haven't talked to Mug. Let's go.
Mug?
Mug.
Yeah.
Mug.
Mug. Okay.
Not Mug.
Okay. So you we'll continue on now. Where are you guys going? Are you going underground? Are you going to find this place? Deep in the heart of the Warrens? Or are you just gonna go rug shopping all day?
I mean, rug shopping's fun, so
it's very fun.
No, I guess. Well, can we check on the ship? How far away is the ship from us?
You are incapable of doing the line crawler back to the ship.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
Well, if we cannot go back to the ship, I'm gonna go to No when we have a moment, and I'm gonna say, "Is there any way you can hail the ship?"
Sure. Boop, 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 boop. Hey, Ash!
yes. No. My mechanic.
Cap, what do you want me to say?
Just ask how things are going and the location of the Scourge.
What's up? What you doing?
The Scourge is still here. Typhix is working hard to upgrade my engine capacity. I will tell you that there have been massive upgrades done to the ship.
No. Override. Ask for Stryfix. Oh fuck.
Typhix.
What's his name? Typhix.
Can I hail Typhix?
Sure. Yeah, you can hail Typhix. Oh, hey, what up? No. How's it going?
Hey, blue boy.
Yeah, what's going on? Tiny little blue Skittermander girl.
Right. So I'm getting a weird feeling from Ash. What's going on over there?
I don't know. Like things have been cool. Things have been good.
Good, because things have not been good over here. So Ash says you've been upgrading things.
Oh yeah, you're not gonna believe it. Like some people came on and they were like, "Hey, we want to upgrade your ship," and I was like, "Cool." And then we were like, "Awesome!" And so we upgraded the ship a little bit.
Who are these people? Because that sounds weird.
Oh no, they said that they were cool, so I was like, "Cool."
Right. When people say they're cool, that's usually the opposite of what the fact is. So who are they, Typhix? I need to know. Tell me now.
Well, sorry. I mean, they're gone now. You know, like they already.
Let me talk to him. Typhix, this is your captain speaking. I need you to undo every single upgrade that they asked you to do. Can you do that for me?
Right. I'll just do like a little Command Z. Yeah. All right. Hey.
Those upgrades were not authorized by me, and I don't need anyone on my ship. And why is anyone even on my ship?
Well, they told me they were cool.
Typhix, you're not allowed to allow anyone upon the ship, even if they say that they're cool.
Nobody told me I wasn't allowed to let cool people on. I was like, oh, hey,
In fact, I'm pretty sure that's the last thing that I said to you.
What'd you say to me?
I'm pretty sure I said, don't allow anyone on this ship unless it was us.
Yeah, but what if they were cool was what I said, and then I got no response, so I figured it was cool.
Typhix, please.
You're
in danger. Your
try.
life is in danger.
Okay. I'll try.
Thank you.
Hey, is Detry in there?
Hey, buddy.
Yeah, tell him I say, what's up?
What's up, buddy? How you doing?
What's up, Detry?
You having fun? You doing good?
Man. Oh, man, everything's cool here.
Oh, no, my arm's getting tired. Bye.
Bye, buddy.
And Phoenix is gonna do one of those elbows and it's this way into Detry.
Right into his sternum.
Other rib, Wes.
This one.
Ready?
Casual 1996 reference, Benjamin.
1998, Jess.
Ah,
right.
don't
That was when the
know.
WhatsApp commercial was, because that's when the Denver Broncos won the Super Bowl. All right.
All right. No one cares.
Super Bowl.
Fourth grade me's head just exploded.
How dare you defile
Current
our
me
perfect
almost fell
episode with
asleep
your
with sports
Denver
talk.
Broncos?
Okay.
Right. So what's the plan? Where are you going?
I'm going to turn to the group and I'm going to say, something's going on with the Scourge. Someone's trying to hijack our ship.
Uh-oh.
Normally I don't stand for this, but I do fear there is more danger here, and there are people we need to protect. A ship is a ship, and I just pray that Typhix, which you all recommended we bring aboard and welcome to the crew, can find a way to fix this little problem we're having, but it is very possible that when we're done here, we will not have a ship to go on. So I need you all to think about that before you start adding crew members to our ship. Anyway, I
That was
believe
directed at me.
I believe we shall continue and go back down underground.
It would be an honor to follow you, my captain.
An honor, yes. Sure.
You said that you prayed. Do you also pray to Waden, or is that just Mog?
Oh.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You said that you pray that the ship is fine.
That's just something you say.
Is it?
Sometimes it is.
Huh. All right.
And Detrian just kind of also looks around like, did we all forgot about the 1414, what's it called, way?
Stella Kuna way!
Stella
That's the
Kuna
one.
way, yeah. We definitely need to go there and check it out because it sounds like they're using it as a base of operations.
Yes, okay, great. Let's go there.
Well, that would be in Stella Kuna, which is on the other side of the burning archipelago.
Ah, Jesus.
So
How far is it? Can we take an Uber?
you can't take a line crawler out of Asanatown. That is the problem. You are
All right.
currently stuck in Asanatown. So you go back to the checkpoint where you met Mims. You go down into the sewers. And here we are back in the Warrens again.
You know, like when you... Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say, it's almost like the last 2.5 hours haven't even happened.
Yeah.
Almost.
I was going to say, you know how, like... Yeah. You know how, like, you leave a place, and then you go back to the place, and it smells the same, and all the memories come back?
Yeah.
That just happened.
Except it smells like blood and guts and decay and death.
I'm afraid.
Yes, a Bedzak, I smell it too.
You can call me a Bedzak, that's fine.
A Bedzak. A Bezak.
Can I call you
with you calling him a Bedzak?
Abazabazak.
Yabba dabba doo.
Okay, we go down there. What do we see, Ben?
Well, you were in the same way. Mog is the one that really knew the direction of the further point. So if you would like to use his sort of information.
Yes, I think Captain Phoenix would go ahead of the group with Mog so that they can at least be like maybe 50 feet in front of the other group members, just so that they can kind of have like a little bit of a moment together.
Mog, you can either roll a survival or a computer's check, whatever is best for you, but Captain Phoenix will be rolling a survival check to aid.
Ooh-yo.
7.
Ayo. 26.
I feel like this is the first time we've rolled dice this game. But yeah, you are capable of reading the map. And you at first think you need to go over to the checkpoint where you were, but you realize that you can kind of skirt around the edge and stay in these more open areas. You may not be the best sightlines wise. You might be a little bit more visible, but you think this is the most direct path to whatever this place is in the back, whatever this house, zoo, museum is. Horizon House. And you travel for some ways. You You get up, and sooner or later you feel like you're reaching the end of Asanatown, where there's got to be some sort of curl up in a bubble, because you could see it in a distance, the landscape, which has been extremely flat, gently slopes up and has sort of a rocky terrain in a bunch of different areas, but it doesn't look like it's completely built. It looks like it has caved in at one point and created this sort of mountainy hillscape on the side at the very end of the Warrens. You can pick it out from far away. A building at the top. And all the way down are a few pathways, cages. See an entrance. And you see little ant-like movements traveling along the pathways from a distance away. What do?
Is there any cover?
You're in a big, wide open area.
So
it's hard to find cover.
Rocks or anything.
I mean, there's a few boulders here and there, but there doesn't seem to be much.
Is there a boulder nearby?
There is one boulder nearby.
I would like to take cover.
Can I roll a stealth check?
Absolutely.
Also love to do that.
Yeah.
18.
Waiting for one person to fail.
2 for
11.
7.
Dirty 20.
It's going to be Mog.
18 for Scriff.
Just
You
7.
don't see anything. You don't see anything like has picked you up, but you do see the slow, undulating movement of Mog. You all rush to this boulder, and Mog's like, "I'm gonna keep up sooner or later." He gets over there, but it might have been too
10
slow.
Mog.
10 out of 10 Mog. But it might have been too slow, or it might not have been. What do you do?
We talk about each other's backstories again. That was safer.
Let us remind ourselves why we are truly here. To
Credits?
stop. To stop the Sunrise Collective, yes?
This
Or
is
bad.
where they house the creatures to train.
Mm.
Both of those
So-
statements are true. That you feel like this has been a place that the Sunrise Collective might be housing their leaders, and that this was the place that those beasts were stored in.
This could even be the home of where that broadcast was sent out from, that had Zaylen on it. Putting this place into lockdown, which means if we were able to reverse that, we could get back to the Scourge.
Ben, can I see any security cameras here?
Sure, roll a perception check. You're still pretty far off.
Ooh. Well, that's an 18 on the die plus 2, so dirty 20.
There are definitely security cameras active.
So what's the one that's closest to us?
So thinking of it like this, there is a front entrance, because this place is very odd. You've been told it's a museum or a house or a zoo of some type. It's very confusing as to what it is. But there is a front entrance, and it looks to be on the side that there are a couple of cameras there.
And how many feet away from this place are we?
You're still 200 yards out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So-
you're far enough away.
Can I ready an action that if we get within 30 feet, I'm going to use my psychokinetic hand to turn the camera away, the closest camera to us, away from us.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah. You run up if you want to. I'm not going to tell you that you run up, and if you don't.
Yeah, I'm going to run up then.
Okay.
Sounds fun.
So Captain Phoenix starts making her way swiftly and quickly to the front of this building, and she tilts the camera aside and kind of ushers you forward to the front. When you get to the front, you realize that this is a welcome booth. this is an area to buy a ticket, to buy a way in. But there is no person in the ticket booth. There's no person accepting any payment of any kind. In fact, it's all locked up and closed.
Is there a gate, a fence?
Yeah, I mean it's a locked gate. It goes all the way to the ceiling of this building.
Wow. Okay. How would I be able to roll to see the best way in?
Roll a engineering check.
Oh,
can I make that as well?
Yeah.
That's a 10. Phoenix knows where to go.
15.
Think of this place like a Helm's Deep zoo. In which case there is but one entrance, which you are currently at. You could break it down. You could try and pick the lock. You could, there are many ways to try and like get into this door, but it seems like everything is being funneled in and up. It's amazing that you even got close as you did without being
How high is the roof?
The roof of the building is up about 20 feet.
Got it. Okay.
Is Nono up here yet?
Yeah, I mean, you ushered them all forward. If
Okay.
they wish to join you, then yeah.
Can I make a perception check to see if there's a way to scale it?
Sure, roll a perception check.
Unfortunately, it's not the best. That is a 11.
11. You think maybe you could climb it? You're not really certain. It looks like it would be difficult. And it's at that point that you hear, like, behind all of this, on a different, like, pathway up, you hear the sounds of marching, of just like.
Well, I would tell everyone immediately in a whisper to get down.
When you get down, all of you notice that these there's just marching along the pathways. This is just an area that's been taken over, and the pathways themselves might not be clear.
Perhaps this area didn't always belong to the Sunrise Collective.
Could I roll a culture check on what this was before the Sunrise Collective took over?
Absolutely.
Would I get the criminal underworld help or no? Probably not for what it was before. Okay.
No.
I will use my STEM pack because I would like to know what this is.
Okay. All right.
23.
Nice.
All right. You are looking at this and you start to realize this is some sort of a research facility where the military of this area, because you remember that Mims talked to you about how they would go and they would take these monsters that are found and bring them here and then release them for training exercises. And that you thought that maybe that had happened, but this seems to be a different research facility. Maybe it stored these monsters, and maybe they studied them here. And so you think that some scientists or officials or people with maybe not the modern world, but people might be let in to see and study these monstrosities. The pathways seem to be guarded and covered, but you think that maybe there are different ways up the path into the top where this Horizon House stands.
When you say there's other ways, I'm getting the Helm's Deep image, but I'm having difficulty knowing what you're saying in terms of our options here.
Right. So, in terms of options, first of all, you got to get in. And once you're in, then what I'm telling you is that if you plan to take the main pathways, you will run into extreme difficulties because they are being guarded and marched upon. If you wanted to go through a couple of buildings, that's a different story.
Then
maybe
sure, that sounds good.
The people who are marching, can we see them?
You cannot see them right now. You could hear them, but you're putting two and two together that the ant-like movement that was happening up the walkways is now what you're realizing to be patrols that are going through the area.
But we've got uniforms to wear to look like them, right?
Not everybody.
Yeah, no, we definitely had enough for the entire team. I wrote it down.
We got the final 3. You had the hollow skin, Detrian. Phoenix had one, and then we found the final 3. The issue stands that I'm going to have to do some good old cuff rolling.
You could stand on my back.
There is also the issue to be seen that you have not seen anyone that is in these guard uniforms that is not a Lashunta or an Ifrit.
Yep.
And so passing a Suli off might be able to be happening. Passing off a half elf might be able to happen. But you're pushing a lot of hard buttons if you're like a Vesk, a Sharu, and a Skittermander are all also part of this crew.
Yeah, but I'd rather risk it and try a diplomacy check than not. Honorary Officer Mims was working for him, right?
It's up to you.
Or just saying.
I'm listening.
We could pull a Chewy.
Yes.
If
you want me to go?
I'm into pulling a Chewy.
If we are not in uniform, that would make us not a part of the Sunrise Collective.
So Detrian and I should bring you guys in as prisoners?
Maybe.
Ooh, this is fun. Let's do this. Okay.
Let's do this.
Back to the game.
Okay, how are you going to get in is the question that I continually have.
That's what I'm trying to think of, yeah.
You're going to get into the building.
I would rather have the plan for once we get in before we do getting in, because then we're just caught off guard. So now
with Jamie.
Okay. I can try and scout, like trying to get up on the roof.
Well, I'm gonna have Nono and Mog try to hack into the gate and try to get it open.
Okay.
Real quick though, can I make a perception check to see if anyone has been using this particular gate at all for any purpose?
Certainly. Go for it.
And my rolls are just not great today. That would be a 10.
10. Well, I'll let you know something, Wes. You've got stim packs sitting there.
I do have stim packs. How many stim packs do I have? Because
you have 10.
Can I use 5 of them to make a 15?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll allow that to happen. Cool. You use those little into you and just get a little jolt of energy, kind of like drinking a 5-hour energy 5 times. And you feel like if you were able to jump up on top there, you could get a good view of the layout of this place.
And then I'll just turn to the group. All right. So we need to do some scouting. There's way too many troops for us to just waltz in. Abedzagak, do you think you can give me a little bit of a boost up?
Yeah.
All right.
Abedzagak reaches down and they lift you up into the air. Roll a strength check, Abedzagak.
You got it, dude.
Acrobatics check, Wes.
So there's a 24 on my acrobatics.
Okay.
Again.
Ooh, 19.
19. So you just basically a Bedzagak just like thwumps you up into the air. You double front flip, land on top of this building, 20 feet up, and you're good. You're just looking out.
And at Bedzagak, if you're looking up, Detrian just throws a thumbs up over the side, like just over the side of the building. That's all you see. And then so I'm gonna lay down on my stomach and crawl up to try and get a view of everything.
All right, yeah. You take a view, and I'm going to roll this over from the stim packs that you've already spent. You see that there is a distinct pathway going up, but like any good zoo or research facility, it splits in a few different areas. It seems like one has a big, tall cage. This is over to the right. A big, tall cage that goes all the way up to the ceiling of the infrastructure. It goes from floor all the way up to the top of this thing. And it's a big old cage. In the middle, there is a space of wide open land that from your perspective, you can see that there are some animals, but there's also rocks in between them and there are hilly parts. You're unsure about that space, but it does seem very big compared to the other sides. And then to the far left is an area where it seems like they've dimmed the lights and made it a darker area to the left. There are pathways that go to each and every one of these spots, but they do seem to be marching on each one of them.
Okay. So what I'll do is I take my data pad out and just kind of like record everything because they have cameras, right?
Yeah.
So I'll record everything, and then I will crawl backwards to the ledge and hop back down.
Okay.
And then I would share the information with everybody and just. All right. So here's what's going on. They're marching through all the pathways. Even if we tried to disguise ourselves, I think that what happened the last time could potentially happen again, and this is too many for us to fight our way out of. But on the left side over here, they've dimmed the lights. I'm not sure for what reason, but we might be able to sneak through here.
Okay, that is the best plan. I still recommend Detrian put on this uniform, and Phoenix will have been she'll change into the uniform to match them.
Yeah,
and
he'll use the what's it called again?
The hollow skin.
It's hollow skin.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you have the hollow skin. You'll use that to kind of look more like a Lashunta or an Ifrit, and then put on this security station outfit.
And Phoenix is going to ask, does anyone else have manacles?
I do.
Great. I, as well, have a pair, and she's going to hold them up. If things get dire, 2 of you are going to need to put these on. And it's going to be uncomfortable and it's going to be terrible, but just trust me, I won't let anything happen to you. And she's talking to Bedzagak, Mog, and Nono.
You realize that Nono would need 3 manacles.
I've got tape.
Aww. Fair.
All right.
Okay.
How do you get in, though?
Would I have scanned? I would have scanned for entrances and stuff. Can we review?
Well, wait. I did ask Nono and Mog to do an engineering check on it.
So let's do an engineering check. If you two want to be.
I would like to assist her.
Sure.
I would also like to assist.
Absolutely.
My assist was a nat 20.
Nice.
I'm not even going to say what I rolled then.
Is that a +2 still? That would be a 24.
24. Well, these are thick steel bars that are going up into they just shoot right up into the ceiling above. You could crawl over them, or you could use that fancy laser cutter that you got.
Is there a specific place?
I mean, you could just go cut away.
I mean, Nono's been wanting to use that thing.
Oh, Nono's been wanting to use that laser drill for forever.
I just need an okay cap.
Okay.
Oh, and Nono pulls out the laser drill and just goes to town.
You forgot my favorite part, though, Jamie.
What?
She whips up her hair into a pink bow, ties it up real fast.
Well, she generally keeps it that way, unless in battle. But she just double checks the braid is good before going to town with the laser drill.
I imagine if she had one of those things that just flipped down, she could just go.
Yes.
And it's not just a perfect circle. Nono has gone a little bit hyper with this and just like started cutting them all down. By the way, I just wanted to let you know, we do have a donation from B. McAllister for $5. You're in a store. Please buy Maga Space Cat. Please, 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 please. Impact for Mog.
Thank you very much. The Steam is for me. I think the text is for you, Ben.
I know, I read it, but it's Impact for Mog.
I appreciate it.
All right. You're in. Where do you go?
Toward the darkness that Detrian pointed out.
Oh boy.
You travel up a pathway. It kind of winds around in this curving pattern that leads up, and there's like a gift shop over to your right. It's the weirdest thing for a research facility. It's got a gift shop, and then you travel up further and you see. Everybody roll a stealth check.
Uh-oh.
Bye.
Oh no.
I rolled a 16.
Nice.
I rolled a 2.
Ooh.
Rolled a 1.
But technically I got a 6 because I get
rolled a
4
2.
on that. But
18 for me.
Okay. So you are rushing up and running through. You're trying to get to this to this break in the path to the left, and it's at that last second that you hear a Bedzagak trip and yell, and they stumble over Nono, and Nono's like yelling too. And what do?
I want to make sure I toss the manacles to a Bedzagak, because a Bedzagak needs to have the manacles that Phoenix has. And Mog being like I don't know what to do with Nono because she's got like a million arms. So
I got tape.
Okay, tape. She's got tape, and Mog has manacles, and now I tossed to Bedzagak the manacles. And I would have told them, if anything were to get into a sticky situation, kind of put them on real quick. Don't maybe fasten them completely, but just kind of like put them on and pretend.
Can I make a perception check to see if anyone noticed this?
Yeah, roll a perception check.
I definitely put them on the moment this starts happening.
That is a 17.
17, yeah. You hear stomping of boots. You hear a patrol running your direction.
So hearing that,
I fasten them.
I would just tell everybody they're coming, and I would pull out my pistol and just run up behind them and be like, "On your feet, prisoners!" Like, and just prod them with the pistol.
Yeah, and Phoenix
and
would
roughly pull them to their feet
pistol.
and whisper, "I'm sorry." Like,
no, what do you do?
Nono will have the wad of ion tape behind her back. If you would like me to make a sleight of hand to
Yeah. I want you
tie
to
up all
make
my hands without using the zip stick.
Yeah, roll a sleight of hand.
Sure.
There may be like a moment I could help her, right?
No. Moments are happening very, very fast right now.
That is a 26.
26, you are just
I got a lot of hands.
and just
I hold up my locked hands and say, I am belligerent.
Quiet, prisoner, I'm gonna say. And just kind of like do one of those like fake like nudges with the knee. But Mog would sell it, hopefully, but probably not.
At that point that a whole group of these soldiers come running up and hey, what's going on over here?
We are just moving the prisoners.
Yeah, I'm bad.
Would you just say you're bad?
I said I was bad.
Quiet, prisoner.
They caught these fools trying to sneak in.
Technically, the four of you that have talked, Mog, Captain Phoenix, Detrian, and Bedzagak, Please roll a bluff check.
Ooh, I've got
I'm
a
glad
good
I didn't
bonus
say
to
anything.
pull.
Ooh. That's a 19. Oh wait, a 17 for me.
22.
4.
Definitely.
Oh. Well, you're a prisoner.
Well, they're prisoners, so
Yeah.
I got a 6.
Oh no.
What happens?
I'm belligerent.
Maybe I should use a point of inspiration on this.
Oh
Yes.
yeah.
I'm going
Or
to. And I'm going to use some
And stim
stims.
packs. Okay, I would like to use all 4 of my stims
Yeah.
and my inspiration, so that's going to add another 5, so that'll make it a 9.
Yeah.
All right. I'm reducing my point of inspiration by 1, and I'm going to use all my 6 stims. Thank you all so much.
Your
for the
point of
stims.
inspiration gives you a reroll. It's not like the stims.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to reroll and then
Okay,
add
great.
6.
Okay.
Because my
Yes.
roll was a 4.
I'm going to do the same
Okay.
thing. I'm
All
going
right,
to do the
here-
same thing.
Roll
Okay.
on the die for the reroll.
Okay,
Oh, my goodness, was a 2.
Oh!
I got a
It was
17.
lower. Wait, on the reroll, is it like you reroll and take the higher of the 2, or is it?
Yeah,
just
sure. You can take the higher of the 2.
Okay,
for
then
sure.
I'll keep my 4,
Doesn't matter. You guys are prisoners.
Wait,
And
can I
then-
give him my stims?
and then 6 stims is 10 plus 2 for my charisma is 12.
Guys, I rolled the natural 20.
Oh,
Things about to go down as these 8 troopers go in and say, "Oh, they're lying. Kill them all."
Wait, but I rolled a 22.
We'll pick it up next time.
No!
Great.
No!
Saw that coming.
That's not fair, Ben. That's not fair. We didn't even get to talk to them. Diplomacy goes a long way.
Natural 20.
I rolled the dice a total of 4 times today.
Everyone, we have had so much fun hanging out with you tonight for Things in Space. Let's I mean, we're just so happy to hang out with all of you. There's so many people that were like, we just got played. Oh boy. You guys want to read some comments? Feel free. Now is the time to read some comments. Before we get out of here.
Dark Knight, this was the best episode. I agree.
Lady Lovegood, back when Detrin used 5 stim packs at once and you called them all 5-hour energies, Lady Lovegood said, 25-hour energy does not sound healthy.
Ugh, so bad.
Willow Ridley said the rug black market. That's that.
So good.
Yeah, too much fun. Too much fun. Oh boy, we've had a couple of a new follow in Hia Gates, so thank you, Hia Gates. We also have had new subs in Nisareth, who gifted a sub to 75, and Positive Current, who gifted to Minnie Mouse. Nice, thank you all so much.
And we just got rated by GM Table. Yay!
Hey, GM Table, thank you for the raid. We're actually just about wrapping up right over here. We've had a good night. We've had a lot of fun. We've had a lot of rug deals, a lot of good conversation with friends. And look, you got through a whole night without shooting nobody in space. Look at that. It got real close with the shop owner Hank. But no combat started.
Wow.
Woof. I don't know
Log
if I'm
must be so
happy or
happy.
sad about that.
Aria is saying everybody is cute. They're going one by one. Ben is cute. Nono is cute. Mog is cute. Phoenix is cute. Detrian is cute. Abenzagak, cute but hard name.
Oh my gosh, you're my new favorite human being.
Oh, it's so adorable.
Liplaria? Is that it? Oh my gosh, you are my spirit animal.
Liplaria,
And
yeah.
hi.
Oh, that is too much fun. That is too much fun. All right. Well, everybody, we've had a wonderful night. Well, and we've got a new follow by Andy G8100. So thank you for the follow. Oh boy. That was too much fun. You guys have a good night tonight?
That was amazing.
It was fun.
It's a great time.
A lot of fun.
Torjern, I apologize.
Torger NCA.
Torger NCA.
Whoa.
Said Happy Father's Day to anyone who's a father.
Yeah.
Aw.
Happy Father's Day as well on behalf of I'm going to speak on behalf of all of the DAT network for the first time in my life. The first and only time. and say that the DAT network says Happy Father's Day to all those fathers.
And he got the power, and now it's gone.
The DAT network just wrote, you're speaking for us?
That's right, DAT network. You let me come on your show for 3 seconds, and I'm taking it over.
Next week, Sam is being replaced. New actor is going to come in. We're going to hold a
and that actor
session.
will be a father. Just to say.
Tom Hanks, I told you.
Tom Hanks. We got Tom
Hanks playing the role of dog.
Tom Hanks won't speak for the DAT network, Sam.
It's true.
Were you on time tonight, Sam?
I wasn't on time. I wasn't on time, everyone. I was a half hour late.
Wait, Sam, you have to tell us your kindergarten story now.
Oh my goodness. It's not even that good.
No, I mean, I do want it.
All right, well, here it goes.
Wait this long.
So I think it was second grade. I actually had 2 teachers that co-taught the class, and they would trade off week to week.
Because it's so long.
We were doing a play. Oh, thank you for the spotlight. We were doing a play. We were doing 3 Little Pigs, and the plan was to perform it for all the kindergartners. And so I did a bunch of the rehearsal for it, and I was the big bad wolf. I did a bunch of rehearsal for it with the cool teacher. And then the week of the performances, they switched, and the bad teacher, who was super mean, was now the new. This is me trying to tell fast. Was the new teacher, and so we do the performance. And at the end of the performance, the big bad wolf jumps into the chimney and burns his butt. Right, and so in front of all the kindergartners, I jumped up and I grabbed my butt and I hopped around and said, "Oh!" And my mean teacher came up to me after it and grabbed my shoulder tight and was like, "How dare you touch your butt in front of those kids?" And gave me this really stern "I can't believe you would ever do that," and all this stuff. And I was like, I was just being the wolf.
And that's when Sam knew he wanted to be an actor.
It's true.
Next week we'll tell high school stories.
The slow Sam.
No.
He's gone for forever.
All right, everybody. We love y'all so much. We hope you had a fun.
He's gone.
Just gone. He left. Bye, buddy.
All right. Coming up this week, we got some important stuff coming up because let's think about this. Tomorrow, day off. Enjoy, relax, have some fun. Because Monday is huge. Monday is the season finale of Crits and Giggles.
Wow.
It is going to be intense. And if you haven't seen it yet, there is a huge giveaway. I mean, there's a big one going down from Norse Foundry.
Fun.
Yeah.
I want it.
I know.
Norse Foundry is letting us give away during the show a pink unicorn dice tray of holding and a set of their metal Queen's Treasure dice.
It is going to be so awesome. So make sure to tune in for that. That's at 5 p.m. Pacific on Monday night right here on the DAT Network. Tuesday, you got the day off. And then Wednesday, DAT Bad Show returns. All right? Bad is coming back. Bedlam and Discord is coming back for their next season. Wednesday's going to be a big, huge premiere for them. So get excited. He's got a new cast member coming in. It's going to be really, really fun. So make sure you tune in for that on Wednesday. And then on Thursday, day off. Friday. On Friday, Friday is another episode of DAT Heroic Endeavors.
What happened last week on DAT Heroic Endeavors, Ben?
What happened last night?
Yeah.
My character died.
Yeah.
Way to bring it up, Katie.
Wow.
That's a lot of fun. Yeah, way to everybody throw some salt on Katie right now, all right? Because she's rude. My character died last night. We'll see what happens next week. On Dragons and Things Heroic Endeavors. And then you've got Craig Extravaganza on Saturday morning. And then you're right back here. And then you're right back here for more Things in Space because we gotta see where this happens next Saturday. So we love y'all. We'll see you next time for some more Things in Space.
I died.